1, 2, a pump it up, a 1, 2. Come on, get some. Stop yelling it. Oh, that was my joint. Girls, I got them locked. I gotcha. How y'all doing out there this morning? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always told you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me this morning, Tuesday, yes, y'all, I appreciate you. Let's get it. Let's get that camera straight. I know it's already a little straight, but let me know. Let me straighten that out. Also, the audio is good. Thank you so much, Batty Lynn. We've been practicing all night. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not been easy, but you know what? It's worth it. I got to get us that crisp audio back. It's just what we're used to. And guess what also I got to say right now, Yeah. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Wind it up. Try to get me. Okay. And with no monitors, I'm just doing this raw. I can't see nothing that I'm doing, but you know what? We still gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. What? Y'all thought I wasn't going to do it? Come on now, you know we got to bring it back. Pump that beat. It's Tuesday the 28th. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. But we be talking about this and that and chat and this and that. Talking about this and that and chat and this and that still gets me lit. Oh, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? Like I said, I can't see myself, but I'm sure that you guys can see me. I got to get those monitors straight, but you know what? It's not even important. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day this morning. I see everybody up in here. You know what we got to do, right? We got to get those prayers in the air first, but let me get my monitors up to make sure I can see myself. Let me get that straight real quick. I got to get my monitors because I can't see jack. Uh-oh, that's not too bad right there, even though you couldn't see nothing, boy. You did kind of good. I got to say, that was good for not having no monitor. Not having a monitor. How's everybody doing? Let me go ahead and get some smiles and laughter and some love going on in here. That's how we got to do. I want to talk about some warm embraces, some happiness. I want to talk about joy. I want to talk about peace and stuff like that. I want to just chill out today. Even though we got a lot going on in the world, we still got to do what we got to do. So yeah, I think we're going to run with that level right there. Yeah, I think I'm cool with that. I think I'm going to be good with that. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day this morning. It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on our bottom line, I appreciate you. Y'all see it in the header right now. Was this another attempt on President Trump's life? Was it? I don't know. You guys tell me, especially from all of the comments that we've been getting. I've been hearing from both sides, and a lot of people are skeptical. A lot of people say that it was just a really bad way of the guy going about doing what he tried to do. But then again, how did he get that close? Because if anything, he did get pretty close. Hold on a minute. Do we have are we freezing over here or something like that? Other monitor over here. Let me restart you over there just so I can make sure that I can see myself so I can stay on point, you guys. Okay, but before anything, you know what we got to do before anything. Can't forget. We got to get those prayers in the air. I almost made a mistake. I'm sorry, Lord. I know I gave you the prayers before I started the show, but I still got to give the prayers with everybody here. Oh, that's right. Don't think I only do it when you guys are here. I do it before the show too. I pray to the Lord. I say, let me give them honesty. Let me give them the best show that I can. Let me be fair. I could tell you guys what I pray about, and I ain't got no problem with that. But right now, I want to pray for our health. I want to pray for our families. I want to pray for every single person here. I want to pray for good. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for life. I want to pray for understanding. I want to pray for conversation and peace that comes through that. Even though we may have some debates, I still want us to be able to get to resolutions, you guys. And everybody here, that's how we do it. I want to pray for Betty Lynn. Batty Lynn. I see Aaron Sadi up in here. Want to pray for Collective, Butterfly Kisses, and Winter Rising. Got to pray for Jonathan Burke, 7745 as well. 55 Coffee House, Lisa Ray. Flavor Talk Works, not Flavor Talk, X Works. There you go. Butterfly Kisses. Miss Swanza, how you doing this morning? Jeffrey Spilker, Jonathan, Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno, my right hand man, Sam Champion. Can't forget Flavor X Talks Works, 9150. You're going to make me learn that. Miss Keisha, Aaron Sard, Jonathan Burke, Butterfly Kisses, Liberty and Justice. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker. Want to get on over to Mark Dorfman. We also want to pray and give love out to Terry. Can't forget about Teddy, my brother. Also can't forget about Collective. Who that? 55 Lisa group, coffee group. I'm sorry, you guys. I just don't want to miss some other people that we always get. And yeah, let's go ahead and make sure that we get Dot Focus and Coin Collective in there as well. J Main, all right. Oh, J Main, we got Liberty and Justice. Mark Dorfman, I see you. Yvonne, okay. Crystal, okay. Yvonne. Wait a minute. Winter Rising, Angels Among Us. Yeah. Amen. Let's go, you guys. It's time to get to work. And you know what I'm going to say next, right? I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. That's right. I'm going to stack these videos 5 at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point, and let me know where you're chiming in from. I'm actually going to do the 5 this morning as well, because I'm going to stack them. Then I'm going to come back to the chat to see what you guys have to say. But I also want you to let me know where you're chiming in from, what time it is, and also, you guys, let me know what time it is. I'd love to know that. It's 6 o'clock here in New York, and I always say that. But I also want to know where it is, what time it is in other places. I might say it's another time in another place in the intro song. That might be a good challenge for me right there. Okay, cool. And now that we done got that out the way, let's get into these titles. Let's go. I hope this mic can hang with me, because the other one could. So let's see. Hope it got me today, because I got you on and it's trusted. But let's get it. This morning, what we're going to start it off with, was this another attempt on President Trump's life? Just being honest with you guys, I think this is number 5 right here, and he's getting to the point where I think he's getting used to it. He's got about 2.5 more years left to go. What do you guys think? Serious situation that we got going on here. Not 2.5, a little more than 2.5, but still, it's a lot to think about. Let's keep on moving forward, because also we've got, why did Ilhan Omar's husband dissolve their wine company? As you know, they had a high estimated value a few months ago, and then they did a whole bunch of retractions and edits and things like that, which made the number even more questionable because of the fact that it decreased so much. So now they finding more information, and they just came to find out that her husband dissolved the wine company. We got that. We got much, much more. Last but not least, we've got Republicans hide in panic after Ghislaine Maxwell's pardon favors revealed. That's right. Ghislaine Maxwell, they're trying to see if they're going to give her a pardon on the grounds of what. They're trying to say that maybe if we give her a pardon, she'll give us some more information, and she'll probably give us some more bigger people on the vine. I don't know about that, you guys, because to be honest with you, I'm kind of in agreement with what Mike Johnson said when he said that he thought that she should have gotten life, not even 20 years. That plus much, much more. It's time to get into it, you guys. Get your coffee, get your tea, your water, and let's get it on, you guys. It's our bottom line. It's Tuesday morning. It's time to get into it, you guys. Let's go. Let me get this audio back up for us. Okay, and we're going to start off with Carolyn Levitt, that's going to be talking at a press briefing. And Carolyn kind of really goes in right here and explains what's going on right there with all of the rhetoric and all of the speech and all of the bad talk that's going on about the president and the administration, which they feel has led up to this, which also caused a lot of controversy over the last few days with Hakeem Jeffries and a lot of Democrats. It's a lot going on right now. Good shows coming at you, guys. Let's get it. Let's start it. What's up? This man is far above Kimmel in integrity. Thank you so much, Oakwood. I appreciate you. God bless you. Let's keep on moving forward, guys.
This is the 3rd major assassination attempt against President Trump in 2 years. No other president in history has faced such repeated, serious attempts on his life. First and foremost, the president, the first lady, and everyone in this White House are extraordinarily grateful to the brave law enforcement professionals who sprang into action to apprehend the would-be assassin and keep all of us safe. The President would especially like to express his gratitude to the men and women of the United States Secret Service who acted with the utmost professionalism, courage, and sense of duty. This includes the heroic agent who took a bullet to the chest. Thankfully, he was saved by his bulletproof vest. Minutes after returning here to the White House to the Oval Office, despite fighting Secret Service to try to stay and keep the dinner going on Saturday, ahead of addressing you here in the briefing room, President Trump was intent on speaking to this brave agent to ensure he was okay. And the agent assured the President that he was. As you know, I was seated next to President Trump and the First Lady when the shots were fired before Secret Service swiftly moved us to safety backstage. The President's calm in the face of chaos, while yet another individual was trying to take his life, was really remarkable to witness, and it's something I will never forget. President Trump is fearless because he loves this country, and he is willing to put his own life on the line to deliver on the promises that he made to the American public who elected him here into the highest office in the land. And while we are blessed to have a fearless president, we should not live in a country where such constant fear of political violence permeates our society every single day.
Someone, I want to say that too. That was 55 Coffee House. Lisa Roy says she's expecting. I can't imagine the level of stress. Yeah, but when that happened, you're right.
And we should have fierce disagreement in this country. As you all know, we disagree often, myself in this role and all of you in the news media. But those disagreements must remain peaceful. Debating, peaceful protesting, and voting are how we need to settle disagreements, not bullets. Nobody in recent years has faced more bullets and more violence than President Trump. This political violence stems from a systemic demonization of him and his supporters by commentators, yes, by elected members of the Democrat Party, and even some in the media. This hateful and constant and violent rhetoric directed at President Trump day after day after day for 11 years has helped to legitimize this violence and bring us to this dark moment. Those who constantly falsely label and slander the president as a fascist, as a threat to democracy, and compare him to Hitler to score political points are fueling this kind of violence. The left-wing cult of hatred against the president and all of those who support him and work for him has gotten multiple people hurt and killed, and it almost did so again this weekend. When you read the manifesto of this shooter, ask yourselves, how different is the rhetoric from this almost assassin than what you read on social media and hear in various forums every single day? The answer, if you're being honest with yourself, is that there is no difference at all. Much of the manifesto of the would-be assassin is indistinguishable from the words that we hear daily from so many. For example, as the First Lady of the United States pointed out this morning, just 2 days prior to the shooting, ABC's late-night host Jimmy Kimmel disgustingly called First Lady Melania Trump an expectant widow. Who in their right minds says a wife would be glowing over the potential murder of her beloved husband? Wow. And having experienced what I did with the First Lady on Saturday night, I can tell you that she was anything but that. This kind of rhetoric about the president, the First Lady, and his supporters is completely deranged, and it's unbelievable that the American people are consuming it night after night after night. As President Trump said on Saturday night at this podium, we as Americans must recommit ourselves to resolving our differences peacefully and uniting around the shared values that make our country great.
Now, she went on to speak and bring out names after that. She had paperwork. She brought out an entire list of names. Hakeem Jeffries. She had an entire list of many different people, as well as what they said. So, of course, a lot of these people were angry, especially Mr. Jeffries, who had something to say. And yes, we play both sides of the coin over here. You guys, you know how we get down. Let's do it. Let's keep on moving forward. And if you're loving the content so far already, go ahead and get those likes up to get more people over here to see what's going on. Let's go.
Mr. Leader, I know you said you stand by your comments. At the same time, you have been the subject of threats as well. So with respect to this comment about maximum warfare, even if it's about redistricting, why not?
Her question is very low. Sorry. Can't do nothing about her question.
What's interesting to me, as you pointed out,
is that the so-called White House press secretary, who's a disgrace, he's a stone cold liar, had the nerve to stand up there and read talking points, being critical of statements all taken out of context that Democrats had made, and didn't have a word to say about anything that MAGA extremists have said or done, including providing aid and comfort to violent insurrectionists here at this Capitol on January 6th, who brutally beat police officers. The president then pardoned those violent rioters, many of whom have gone back into communities across the country to re-offend. And as you pointed out, one of whom threatened to kill me. He said, kill the terrorists. Where did that language come from? What Republicans use that language? Why did that pardon MAGA extremists, violent insurrectionists, choose to use the language of terrorism directed at me when he threatened to kill me at an event? And so how can we take them seriously when they raise these partisan attacks and completely ignore the fact that a lot of folks, including Governor Shapiro, his home was attacked by an arsonist when he and his kids and wife were there? Well, I know, you know what that means then? I think that means both of y'all need to calm down. Both sides need to chill if you guys think that's happening from what you're saying. Or in that case, if you don't want to blame it on one side, blame it on both sides. How about we do it like that? Let's just say all of us need to calm down when we're talking about stuff like that, because all that does is incite people to go and act on it. How about that? How about you notice your own actions? How about that? People don't want to keep on hearing about the fight that's coming up and there's no fight. They start getting out there fighting themselves. Yes, you guys, if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Let's keep on moving forward. We're going to find some information out right now about Cole Allen and who he was, what we knew about the White House, correspondents pow-powing. Let's get some information on who Cole was. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Do we have that? Yeah, we got it right here. Let's.
The man charged at a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons. And he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly.
Breaking news at 5 a.m. Gunshots ringing out outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C. The suspected shooter has been identified as a man from Torrance.
Surveillance video shows him sprint.
I got questions, man. How come all these cameras out here and all we get is and I'm going to use your line because somebody said it perfectly yesterday. How come we get the VHS recording blur going across? And me and my boy was talking yesterday. He was like, yeah, you know what? That does remind me of like one of those old out in the woods type of thing where they try to say that, like the spaceman has landed. I said, no, you know what it really reminds me of? It reminds me of Sasquatch. Because every time that they try to say the Sasquatch is out there, what kind of video do we get? It's always a blurry picture of him walking like this with his arms swinging or something crazy like that. All of a sudden, we get a blurb of somebody moving by. Ain't nobody got no 4K camera. Nobody got no real. Nah, I ain't going for that. We got the Sasquatch camera that we got watching, right? What they call it? We got the Yeti cam. Yeah, okay.
Sprinting through the lobby of the Washington Hilton, moving past the Secret Service agents who drew their guns to take him down.
This morning, the investigation stretches to Southern California as law enforcement agents try to put those pieces together.
This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
Nah, we're going to get on over here because let me see. Are we getting anything from this guy's house? Yeah, let's get to the crib.
Monica.
Tim, Abigail, good morning. Yeah, we are actually in the neighborhood of the 31-year-old suspect, Cole Allen. He is accused of firing shots at last night's White House Correspondents' Dinner. This is actually his home right behind us. You may be able to see lights are on. We've seen who appear to be federal agents going in and out of the home in the time that we've been here. So still a lot of activity, but it is definitely more quiet than what we saw here last night. Take a look. This video appears to show the moment that FBI agents swarmed this neighborhood, specifically this home here on Gramercy Avenue in Torrance late last night. The law enforcement
California in Torrance. He lives in Torrance in California.
enforcement response was massive and included FBI agents in tactical gear and armored vehicles. Now check this out. At one point, Air 7 video appears to show federal agents speaking with people who live inside of that home. Later, it appeared spotlights were focused on the second-story window and the front door. Agents finally made entry shortly before midnight. And as this was all unfolding, the mayor of Torrance spoke to us right here at the scene.
The city of Torrance is a very friendly and a safe city. You know, an incident like this, you know, puts us on the national spotlight. And
so, Matt Butterfly.
We were against violence of any kind, you know, political or racial or any type. And, you know, we're very, very happy that the first responders agencies in D.C. captured the perpetrator immediately. But, you know, the fact that his home is here doesn't define, you know, the city of Torrance this way. You know, the action of one person does not represent the entire city.
Okay, we're gonna keep on moving, you guys. Now we know where you live. We got some information on them, and they're like, yo, we don't accept that over here in Torrance. Keep on moving now, because we got to get back to the second part of the edit. The back, it was like an exclusive video that they had with President Trump, and we got some exclusive content where Trump has asked if he's concerned. He's got about 2+ years left in office, and he feels like this is like utter shock. Check this out right here, you guys. There's a couple of witnesses that have a little bit of accounts of what happened the other night, but I do want to get the rest of that actual video from the other day that we were watching, because we only watched half of it. We're going to watch like most of the rest of it right now with the exclusive interview with President Trump from that evening.
Answer, please.
Ooh, that was an intense video. That's why I wanted you guys to see that. I think we might have to bring the rest of that back tomorrow to get the rest of it, y'all, because that was pretty intense right there. Yeah, a lot of people are saying she shouldn't have brought that up, and a lot of people are saying, well, it was in the line of what was going on, so why not? Don't pick and choose. I get it, and you guys can have your opinion here. It's our bottom line. That's right. That's what it's about. Do your boy a favor. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Get more people over here so they can see what we got going on with our new audio. And we're back, you guys. That's right. Love the fact that everybody's showing up today. That's right. Keep that love coming, because I need it. Thank you so much. Now we got to get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Come on, y'all. Let's get on over to where I'm already at. Let's do it. We got the police. Oh, wait a minute. A policy clash? Not with Kathy Hochul and her mayor. She's like, you know what? I'm not going to give any more money. I'm not going to try to tax the rich anymore. I'm holding off on that. But for some reason, the way that she said it was not saying that she wasn't going to let anybody else do it. She's just trying to say, I'm not going to be taxing anybody. Could that be because we've got an election coming up and you're trying to stay away from that? Yeah, we're not stupid over here. Let's see what's going on with Kathy Hochul right now as she tries to explain away what's going on with this situation. Let's go, you guys. Let's see what's going on with her.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul claims that she is done raising taxes, but a group of unions, left-wing organizations, and Mamdani allies.
Hold on a minute, somebody. I got to call you. I got to let you know what's up. 55 Coffee House Lisa Roy. I thought they were besties. No, she's about to go for re-election right now. She got to fall back on anything that's going to be shaking anything up that has to do with angering people. She doesn't want to anger anybody right now. She's got to actually kiss babies and be nice for a couple of months. After they re-elect her, then she can go ahead and put her witch's hat back on and jump on a broom. Okay? That's what's going on here.
Clearly, they didn't get the memo because they are pushing for even bigger tax the rich measures, all to help close that city's massive budget gap. But Hochul says enough is enough, arguing that she's already sending over $1 billion to help bail out the city, and that it's now up to them to get spending under control. Here's what Hochul had to say when asked about helping New York City and raising more taxes.
I'm not going to say now, because I'm not negotiating the budget here, what the final project will look like, but I think that is a very significant step toward helping them get to where they need to get to, and they have work to do too.
Say no other new taxes reasonably on the table at this point. Is this...
Not for me.
Marcus.
Liar pants.
So what does that mean for mom dummy? That is a super cat, nana use a dumb dummy. He's saying she a liar. Let me get a little bit of this right here before I get up out of here, because you know we don't really do round tables, but let's see, because I like what he had to say.
Marcus.
Liar pants.
So in the tariff conversation, you wanted predictability. Are you getting predictability from people in Albany and in New York City that they have a plan going forward for this city?
She said not from me.
Yeah.
She didn't say not in my state.
Yeah, that was careful.
She was really
That was
clever about that. And I think she's pandering a little bit, appropriately so, because she needs to right now, but pandering because there's got to be a lot of backlash. No one, I'll say this again every time I come on here, no one's talking about the spending. We just keep talking about taxes and not the reason for the taxes. And I think at some point, regardless of party, people just want to know, where is my money and what is it being spent on?
How about that? Y'all asking for more money, more money, more money, but what did you do with the money we already gave you? Huh? Or we don't want to show you receipts for that. Anybody else would be like, okay, I ain't giving you no more money. Like if your kid come to you and you be like, all right, I want you to go, I want to buy some sneakers. Okay, cool. I just want you to use this and bring me back my change. If you know from there that they never bring you back your change, you're going to start giving them the proper change. You know how that go. You don't play around and give anybody more than you know that they're supposed to have. And not only that, right now we're in a situation where the city is already starving. We're already losing money. And he's trying to ask for more money when they should be cutting out programs, maybe that support, yeah, I don't want to say that word because you guys know what I'm going to say. All of those other people that they're putting before our veterans, yeah, those people. All of those programs that they're hiding, yeah, those people.
And nobody's asking those hard questions enough.
Well, we know where it is. $80,000 per homeless, right?
Oh,
is
yeah,
what the
that's
city
one
spends
place.
it on. So they're spending that.
Where do they live?
On the street.
For $80,000?
Yeah, for all the other mental health and rigmarole and administration things.
That's why they don't want to see the numbers, because they know it's not really there. But I don't want to go there. That's a little too touchy for me. I can't go there. Come on, think about it. $80,000 per each homeless person. And he asked the right question. So where are they? Where do they go? Do they have a home? At least they got $80,000. I told you guys the other day, $80,000 ain't getting you no home in no New York. Not no apartment. Not when no one-bedroom apartment costs you about, what, $2,500, maybe $3,000 a month? How you going to live off of $80,000 for a year? Not even talking about the power, your food, the travel. Yeah, come on, man. That's not going to do it. You got to be making some money, 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 money living here, or some kind of program. Let's keep on moving forward, because now, okay, we all for that. There he go, because he's asking the question now. Trump actually hosts King Charles in a historic visit as the UK's relations hit a minefield. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that they're going to be talking about the Jeffrey Epstein victims? Do you think that the Jeffrey Epstein victims will have a chance to speak with King Charles about, let's say, former or ex Prince or Andrew? Because a lot of people are asking that question, and they did want to inquire about that. But before he came over, I think they nipped it in the bud and they said, we can't talk about it because it's an ongoing investigation. Let's see what's going on with this. There's a lot going on with the UK right now, with the royal family. People feeling as if they shouldn't even have royal families anymore. There is a lot going on over there, and it's a very, very vital moment for them. So let's see what's going on with King Charles as he visits with Queen Camilla.
All right, King Charles and Queen Camilla's historic state visit to the U.S. begins today. This is the first time a British monarch has visited the White House for a state visit since 2007. The meeting will celebrate the 250th anniversary of America's independence, but mending the special relationship between the U.S. and UK could also play a major role in this week's events.
King Charles is coming, and he's a great guy, and we look forward to it. He's really a fantastic person and a tremendous representative. He's a friend of mine for a long time, so he's coming, and we're going to have a great time, and he represents his nation like nobody else can do it.
Here with us today to discuss
This is Royal Broadcaster News.
Nope, that's it. We're just going to announce it now. Because if we ain't getting no goods out of it, I'm not going to just announce that they coming over here. What's going on when you're coming over here? Are you going to talk? I want to know. Let's keep on moving forward now because we got some beef coming up. And if there's beef, I knock out teeth. Let's go into this situation right here. We're bringing on, they're saying bring it on. Governor DeSantis wants it with Hakeem Jeffries, you guys. There's a rivalry going on. This and it's boiling up. Are they trying to go ahead and make another map in Florida? And Ron DeSantis is saying, bring it on. What's going on with Hakeem Jeffries and Ron DeSantis in Florida right now, you guys? You know anything about this situation right here? Check this out. Where we at with that? There it is. Bring it on. Let's go.
Ron DeSantis is putting his own congressional delegation in jeopardy, which probably should be surprising because all of them, as I understand it, can't stand the charismatically challenged lame duck governor of Florida.
Hakeem Jeffries. Have you guys heard of him? He's threatening Florida. Oh, you do the redistrict. We're going to come down. We're going to get you guys all this stuff. Go ahead. Make my day.
Ooh, I like stuff like this. Yeah, let's see what's going on with this, y'all.
Bring it on.
Okay, we're gonna watch it. The redistricting battle now shifting to Florida as Governor DeSantis has now called state lawmakers to Tallahassee for a special session next week. Let's talk about all of it with Republican Congressman from Florida, Greg Steube, because it could have an impact on that Florida delegation. Congressman, great to have you on the program today.
Kevin Blank live in Florida. Kevin says, yes, bring it on. Make our day. I know what you mean by that one word, make our day. Put me in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you just heard the back and forth, the fighting words between Leader Jeffries and the governor. And Jeffries is saying, look, the Republicans are taking a huge risk here. They could really lose out on this. They're putting their congressional delegation in jeopardy.
I gotta say this because Lee Davis got one. This is what's going on to tear us apart, taking away the voters' voices. Virginia did it, and it started, and now it's on both sides. I understand what you're saying, and now they're trying to continue to do the same thing wherever they can. But it was found illegal in Virginia, and now they're appealing it.
You're saying it's going to happen, they're going to redistrict, but is this a fight that Republicans should start in Florida?
Yeah, I think we should have done it about 6 months ago. I know the governor wanted to wait till the Louisiana case decision from the U.S. Supreme Court came out. We still don't have that, but they should have done it a long time ago. I expect they will do it. I think you can easily pick up 2 to 3 seats. Florida is one of those states that grows by 1,100 people a day, so that the growth in those areas is important. And the basis of that Louisiana case is the racial gerrymandering, and we can look at that in Florida to determine whether that was done in previous maps before. So I fully expect the legislature and the governor to do that. It's the hypocrisy from Hakeem Jeffries is pretty thick when they gerrymandered Virginia and took away like 5 Republican seats in a state that only 45% are Republican, to say that a state like Florida that's overwhelmingly conservative can't redistrict as well.
Well, some of your colleagues are not as optimistic as you. In fact, Axios reports that there's a little bit of Republican buyer's remorse on this redistricting battle. One of them writes, this is Don Bacon, tells Axios, I think it might have been a mistake in hindsight. They thought they could just do Texas, nobody else was going to respond. And then, this is from Kevin Kiley, I wish none of this had happened. I wish that cooler heads had prevailed and we'd be able to reach some sort of a truce on this before it snowballed into what it's become. Obviously, they saw what happened.
This redistricting is crazy, you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it myself at all. I don't like it either because, to be honest with you, if I feel like there's some states that I should be able to go to get away from certain things, I would rather be able to go there because Florida is definitely one of those states that I feel like is my little sanctuary when I want to go there. I do not want to have this going on down there, but all of a sudden, oh no. And no, I am not a Republican. No, I'm not a Democrat. I just don't like certain policies happening in certain places. And I do not believe in the broken wristed click policies when it comes down to little children and in schools and when it comes down to all of that crazy stuff. I'm going to prove it to you guys coming down the line that all of that crazy stuff is not cool. I'm going to show you today on this episode, we're not down with the BWC over here. And that's why I can't rock with certain cliques, because if it has to do with that and all of the books and all of that, I can't do it. And I can't be blind on one side to something that you're doing that I really don't like and rock with you. I can't do that. If I got to be solo out here, I just got to be solo. I like you guys for this. Oh, that was a good idea. That was a good idea over there. Hey, I just got to pick and choose the way I do my fruit. Sorry, that's the way we do it around here. Let's keep on moving forward now. Because not only do women cheat and men cheat, guess who else cheat? Cats too. But when they get caught, it's a little different. Let's break it up a little bit right now. I just wanted to throw something at you guys real quick. Cheating in the next room. Why did he get caught like this? That's right, a cheating cat. I don't know what he thought. Shouldn't have been rolling around on the floor with this other little, what's that? It's a tabby, rolling around with a tabby and got caught by a little yellow orange cat. Watch this. Now this has gone viral in Japan. This one video right here supposedly has gone viral just because of what happened in here. Check this out. Check that out, y'all. People online said it was seen cuddling with its mistress. Before the mistress suddenly runs away. The black cat is left confused. Why'd you leave, hon? What's going on? Until it turns around and realizes it's in trouble. Yo, that's crazy. I thought I wanted to break that up real quick right there. Yeah, I wanted to break it up a little bit. That was crazy, right? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go over to see what James Comer has to say. They're split on a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's see what's going on with these favors that are supposed to be revealed. Let's get on over here, you guys. It's Tuesday, but we can still have some fun. Let's do what we do. Oh yeah, let's get over to see what Becca has to say first before we do all of this. I want you to understand the person that might be getting out.
Speaker, Ghislaine Maxwell lured countless children into Epstein's global pedophile ring. She was found guilty of sex trafficking and sentenced in our courts.
Good morning.
But the Trump admin moved her to a minimum security facility, a club-fed facility. And whistleblowers tell us that she is being waited on hand and foot. Now, Republicans on the Oversight Committee are openly floating the possibility of a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell. This woman
I say no.
organized the rape of 14-year-old girls. The judge who oversaw the case said, quote, "The evidence established that Ms. Maxwell directly and repeatedly and over the course of many years participated in a horrific scheme to entice, transport, and traffic underage girls, some as young as 14, for sexual abuse by and with Jeffrey Epstein. Obviously, she should not be in a cushy minimum security prison. She should not be pardoned."
I'm sorry, but anybody that's talking about this case like this, and especially in front of Congress and really making sure that the story keeps going on, I'm all for it. Yeah, we all for it over here. Get them, Becca. Get them, Becca.
Cannot be one system of justice for the powerful and another for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
This administration must end the special treatment for the Epstein class. I yield back.
Yeah, go for it, Becca. You got the floor over here. And I know not that many people saw that. So that's why I made sure you saw it. They saw it over here. So let's keep on going forward. What we got over here? Yeah, we got a little bit more because now this is what she's actually fired up about. They're really talking about giving this fool a pardon. Like, what information can she possibly tell on some other people? Because, you know, she'll probably snitch to get out now. I'm not going to say that. She will probably cooperate for a pardon. See why we got it on the main thing there this morning on the thumbnail. Check it out.
Let's bring in Illinois Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy, member of the House Oversight and Intelligence Committees. It's nice to see you again, sir. So let's talk about House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer, who revealed Republican committee members are split over whether to support a presidential pardon of Epstein co-conspirator and convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell. What are you hearing about the pro reasons and the con reasons behind this? And why is this even up for discussion?
Why?
I think it's disgusting. It should not even be up for discussion. She has, not admitted to guilt. She has not told the truth, and she has not given a full accounting of what happened. She has shown no remorse. Absolutely, she should not be given any clemency, let alone a pardon.
Nope, we're going to do it right now. How many people in this room right now feel as if that Ghislaine Maxwell has something to offer and thereby she should get a pardon? If you agree and you think that she should get a pardon, let's go that way. Let's go thumbs up. If you agree that Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's accomplice, that only got 20 years, that she should be free with a pardon, let me get a thumbs up. But if you do not agree that she should get a pardon, give me a thumbs down. I'll also read what you have to say on your thumbs up or your thumbs down. Okay, why is this up for discussion, says VG. Sam Champion says no. Why she's going to start now? Okay, why she going to start telling the truth now? I'm going to add something to that, Butterfly Kisses. 55 says no. It's minimum security. It's the worst thing that's happened in her life. Them good. Down. She has no soul. Okay, she's lured young women to torment. Never. Down. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. She couldn't tell now, but all of a sudden she said, okay, don't. Thumbs down, thumbs down. I think they should stop feeding her. Ooh, metal bender. Whoa, Jeffrey is not die. She will get out and they will start to cover again. The cycle will never end, especially with all of these people that the government should not, she should be thrown in jail. When you can have anything you value, nothing. Depends on who she snitches on. Teddy Marcel. Ooh, thumbs up and thumbs down. Okay, she's the DEVIL. Nope, they need to send her to a less cozy place if she's not giving up the information that they asked for. I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't even know what your name is, KB, but I'm with you all the way. Is pardon the next name for under the jizzle? Okay, you're right about under the jail. You're right. Teddy, no, but you're right. They would pardon her if they got what they want, says Adele. Adding 14. All the victims need to start suing civilly. They need to get that money, because once they start going after the money, you're right. You're right. You're right. Your eyes look deceitful, bro. Alexander Mundy. What the hell out of here? Real truth. She's not snitching. Thumbs down. She probably ain't even in prison. If I was deceitful, I wouldn't even be saying your comment. Now, meet me at the airport and get my bags. I might be there. Good follow-ups, you guys, and I appreciate that. She's wicked, says Butterfly. Guantanamo Bay prison. They talking about pulling her out of there, putting her in. Whoa! They talking about putting her in Guantanamo. Whoa! Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, I wanted to see what you guys had to say about that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
That's the subject of the resolution that I've introduced in Congress, and I hope that a lot of Republicans will support. Some Republicans think that by giving her a pardon, she will then cooperate with the committee. I think
she's never cooperated, even before.
That is getting it totally backwards. By giving her a pardon, basically what she's going to do is she's going to lie, because that's what President Trump is going to demand of her in return for giving us a pardon. She should just come clean, completely, tell us everything that she knows. Obviously, we need to get all the files, the 3.5 million pages of files yet to be disclosed to us.
Thank you. All of a sudden, nobody remember those, but I've been remembering those. That's the ones that they all of a sudden found.
By the Justice Department regarding this issue, so that we can corroborate her testimony. And that's the way to proceed right now. Anything else would be yet another miscarriage of justice for a group of people, the Epstein survivors, the thousands of girls, now middle-aged women, who've yet to receive a single measure of justice.
There we go. All right. I know a lot of people agree with you. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up, you guys. Because now we got to go to somebody that we used to hang out with a while back. That's right. Let's see what's going on with Rhea, with the lefties losing it. There's one specific point here, you guys, I really wanted you to pay attention to. And when it gets to that point, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. It's rather disgusting to me. But yes, we're going to get into this. I want you to see a perfect example of what Carolyn Levin was speaking about. And this is information from Tim Walz. He's saying some same rather sharp words about President Trump. One part I also thought that you should look at. You guys, Come on now. If you like the content that you're getting right now, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let us know that you care. Let's go. Check this out.
It's time for Lefties Losing It, and let's start with a man who's not only hopelessly inept, but is also dangerous. A true hard left ideologue. Here is Minnesota Governor and failed VP candidate Tampon Tim Walz in Spain, calling his political opponents fascists.
We've got a feeble-minded, trigger-happy president who plunged us into a war where no threat was present, with no clear objectives and no exit plan. We need to call that what it is. That's fascism. Or at least it's fascist curious, as they would be.
First question, why is he in Spain? And why does a man his age not understand a term like fascism, and yet he insists on using that word over and over again? Let's stay with the Democrats and hear from a blue-haired Congresswoman, Rosa DeLauro, who is having a meltdown about milk.
If I were the head of HHS, I would, by God, say, don't take raw milk. It is dangerous to your health. And if you can't say that, well, maybe there's some other conclusions that can be drawn.
Oh dear, and to New York now, and this is the Democrats' future Marxism. Here is Zoran Mandani and former President Barack Hussein Obama doing story time. It's never too early to indoctrinate young minds, comrades.
Round and round, round and round, wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
No, I think I prefer drag queens doing story time compared to that. And that brings me to trans activist Lily T.
This is the part right here. This is it right here.
You know, here he dresses up as children's entertainer Miss Rachel to speak to the young'uns, and he claims here that your gender is determined by the hat the doctor gives you. What?
And you say cisgender? Good
What?
job. But what does cisgender mean? When somebody is born, the doctor gives them a hat. Which hat you get is a really big deal because it tells the world a lot about you. Hopefully the hat that the doctor gives you fits.
Yeah, the doctor just gives you a hat. Biological reality, nothing to do with it. I'm loving this analogy. I wonder how far he can stretch these cis-trans terms. To the moon and back?
Some people think that trans and cis are bad words, but they're not. They're just opposites.
This the stuff I'm talking about that I don't agree with. And this is why I can't rock with certain parties. So don't get angry with me because I'm not part of the party. And especially when part of that party wants to show this to children in school. So, yeah, so I stay away from the party thing because I'm not with that. Sorry, I'm just not.
Like up or down or left or right. Everyone uses cis and trans, even astronauts. For example, let's say an astronaut blasts off from Earth towards the moon. Cis means the same side. So when the astronaut is on the same side of the moon as Earth is, they are in cis lunar space. Trans means opposite side. So once you blast off past the moon onto the other side, you are in trans.
Now, why do you want to teach kids this stuff? Why do they need to know? Why? Just tell me why. Why do they need to know this? Exactly. I'm not with none of that. So if y'all want to do that and play that in school, and y'all gonna act like, oh, we're gonna be ignorant to that, and we're gonna let men go in the girls' bathroom and let men go into girls' sports and stuff like that, can't rock with you. Sorry, call me what you want. Let's get on over to the situation right here where we're gonna get our manhood back real quick. Hey fellas, let's see what's going on with some Arcos trying to get some of that Eddie Wop over the river. I don't know who told them that they was going to be able to make it, but boom, boom, boom. Wrong move for them. They should have never did that. Didn't they know what was going on with the other people prior? Yeah. We got some information with the U.S. military obliterate some Arco Tills terrorists along the trafficking route. They should have never went out there. Let's go ahead and redeem ourselves, guys. Come on. Oh, there's no audio, by the way. We're going to be able to, we figure this one out on our own. Unclassified. Y'all know what's going down. They tried to get over, didn't even make it that far, right? Wouldn't even, like, look at this. Look, they going like, oh, that's it. You got to play it again in order to get something out of it. And just like that, they're gone. I don't know how much they paid them, what the retirement plan was and what they had on them, but no thank you. It seems like they don't even got to go out there no more. It's like too easy at this point. This is what it means when there's nobody crossing and nothing coming in. First you see it, then you don't. Bye-bye. Trying to bring that Fetty Wap over here to get rid of our American citizens. I'm sorry, you have to go. Get the hell up out of here. Ain't even, look at that, no need for retirement now. TikTok, yeah, what you got to say? Oh yeah, they gone. Quick, what type of, who are you telling to go? All you got to do is just go straight. And we got 5 motors on here, so you'll be able to make it. Yeah, okay. Man, it looked like they only had to send one little boat out there to take care of them, or one little plane. Boom, and the way that they took care of them was mucho destructive. You guys, come on, y'all know where y'all getting it right now from. Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube, #1 co-host, and the #1 family, you guys. And our Discord is even better. So you need to go ahead and join our Discord. We also have an Instagram and an X account where we post every single day. Go check out some of our shorts as well. We do a lot with that. Stephen Miller is going to be talking about the Democrats, wanting to know if they're a party of haters. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with that. We play both sides all the time, so we're going to have some retaliation as well.
Here to discuss the impeachment, trigger-happy Democrat Stephen Miller, White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy. Stephen, so is the White House shaking in its boots over this potential third impeachment with these people? This is insane.
The Democrats are the party of communists, radical leftists, crazy lunatics, and America haters. Every time they've tried to go after President Trump with their hoaxes, their witch hunts, their lies, their scams, fake news, their persecutions, all they've succeeded in doing is making President Trump more popular, more successful, more beloved by the American people, and humiliating themselves in utter disgrace.
Let's see what Nick Shirley has to say about some fraud, because this is pretty serious. I just wanted to get his statement out because it's actually on both sides. I wanted you guys to notice that, and I'm not going to be holding my tongue over here. You did see where they was talking about the Republicans were saying things about the Democrats, right? In the earlier clips. And now you see they actually do the same thing on both sides. That's why I'm saying they both need to stop. They both need to cut it out, because it's not just one side. It's both of y'all. People in glass houses don't throw stones. And I just showed it to you. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's get over here to Nick Shirley and see what the threat is about, because he's saying that people want him out of here. Yeah, it's on both sides. I ain't playing no favorites. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward.
So the threats and the risk are actually very real. In fact, today, April 27th, is a day that I'm supposedly supposed to die, according to a threat made on the internet. In fact, it's a photo of me in a ditch with a decapitated head that says, "This is going to be you on April 27th, 2026, in a muddy ditch alongside the highway with your mother. Enjoy your last couple of months, buddy." So I share this not to scare people, but to more so show them what it's actually like, kind of being in the political climate, not just seeing it from the outside, but being someone who's actually living through it. Especially with the last assassination attempt on Donald Trump, the threats are real, and you do have a small percentage of the country, even if it's just 1%, that has gone radical. And now I'm not sharing this stuff.
And you have to take it serious, because that 1% can come all the way from Los Angeles and scheme on something and stay in a hotel. You feel what I'm saying? That 1% is important too.
With you guys to make you guys scared for me. More so, I'm just sharing this so you guys can actually understand what it's actually like living in the political climate.
And that's just the beginning of the images that he's going to show us. There's people putting up posters about him and everything around here. Again, you guys, this is Our Bottom Line. We show you stuff that you haven't seen anywhere else. Do your boy a favor, and if you appreciate the content on top of that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give me all the money in your pockets. Come on, give it all up. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Nah, I'm just kidding with you, because I know it's hard out here for a pimp. and it's almost time to get that money for the rent because the first is around the corner. So we ain't trying to tap your pockets. We understand. So we'll take it in the form of likes. That's right. We up 2 o'clock in the morning making sure that we got the content right, and we always sync it up to bring it to you to make sure we got a good show for you. Health and wellness. We got so much more coming up with that. Can't wait till you guys see what we got in the lineup for you for that today. So yes, if you like the show, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. And yeah, hit that like button. All you got to do is double tap that screen and get those likes up. It sends YouTube a signal. Boom, they send the signal up, and many more people come over to see stories like this. Just keep on going forward, you guys. Nick Shirley's going to explain much more. Kind of sad doing what he does now. He's got to be very extra careful.
A lot of you guys see it from the outside, but very few people actually enter into the arena. And for me, when I exposed the Minnesota fraud, I was forced to enter into that arena after everything took place. Whether between exposing billions of dollars in fraud, the riots that took place, the shootings that took place, it's created a crazy atmosphere where my name was in the forefront of it. And at that time, actually, in Minnesota, you had people posting signs on street poles that said this. These were on signs in Minnesota. It says, Nick Shirley brought ICE to Minnesota. He helped kill Renee Good. Do not let him in your business. If you see this man, tell him to kill himself.
You see that? That's crazy right there. That's there now. People are not going to just tell him that. What they're going to do is try to, people are not going to just tell him that. They go, oh, that's that Nick Shirley dude right there that's on the posters. You see that?
Do not let him in your business. If you see this man, tell him to kill himself. This is just an example of some of the crazy stuff that was said and posted around the internet. And not on the internet, but on literal street poles inside of Minnesota. And a lot of other stuff took place, such as people saying, Charlie Kirk needs a sequel. Send Nick Shirley hate mail. He needs to be deported to Russia so he can be a Nazi there. Nick Shirley is a Nazi. Nazis don't deserve to live in the Midwest, and we are kicking them all out until their ideology is dead. You will pay for your crimes, don't worry. And at the same time, you have the people these people listen to watching clips of very popular streamers on the internet openly saying stuff like this.
Well, my understanding of it is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all. Yeah, kill them! Kill those motherfuckers! Murder those motherfuckers in the street! Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
You have people getting riled up. In fact, in Minnesota, you even had Ilhan Omar in the back of a truck bed riling up protesters. They even canceled school. And it led to even more people going out into the streets of Minnesota. But I'm talking...
Now, speaking of Ilhan Omar, Nick, God bless you. God bless you and your mom. We pray for you. You're going to be in our prayers today because we don't want anything like that to happen to anybody. Like when I go outside, people be like, yo, I'll be like, what's up? Oh, yo, we seen you on... For real? They'll be like, yo, I saw your show. We love your show. All right, cool. Thank you. But you still got to watch out for them, too. Never know. They might not like something that you do. Trust me, you got to watch out for people. And speaking of Ilhan Omar, someone that I know you guys are really in pity for right now, that your heart is going out to, as well as her husband. Because I know that deep down inside, that's somebody that you guys care about. I know you care about Ilhan. And I know that you... I can't even play that game right now. I'm not doing it. I can't even play. We're going to get right into the title of the clip and the thumbnail right now. Oh, he's going to be in our prayers today. Don't even worry about it. As soon as we do our wrap up, we're going to do it the right way. I understand you guys want to do it now. And yes, I get it. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. I want to pray for Nick. I want to pray for his mom. I'd like to pray for everybody who's out there trying to give information and help out the people of America when it comes down to fraud. I want to make sure that we understand, Father God, that we love our brother Nick, and we want you to make sure that he is secure and safe in his endeavors and every single thing that he does. We do not want this to hinder his progress or any of his ideals or anything that he has going on moving forward. We only wish that he's secure in everything that he does moving forward, as well as his family. We ask that today in Jesus' name and Father God's name. Amen. Y'all wasn't playing with that one. Okay, cool. Y'all rock with Nick. Y'all like, no, Boogotti, do it now. Remember before you said you'd do it now? Do it now. Let's go. Ilhan Omar. Let's see what's going on with her. Because her husband has, what has he did? Dissolved his winery. I ain't dissolving mine. I'll tell you something. I'm not dissolving mine. They said the devil is a lie. Come on.
Breaking news, Ilhan Omar's husband's wine company has been legally dissolved. You're looking at the state of California certificate of cancellation for Crew.
Uh-oh.
That is the wine company owned in part by
This is called receipts right here.
Tim Wynette, the Minnesota Congresswoman's spouse. Now, why would Wynette and his business partner dissolve their wine business, especially in light of this fact? The Wall Street Journal writing, quote, a 2025 email between Omar's husband and his accountant states that the venture capital management firm is valued at $7.9 million and the winery at $1.5 million. He owns roughly a third of both businesses, according to tax documents included with the lawyer's letter. But why was the winery valued so high in the first place? According to the New York Post, Crew had all kinds of problems. By 2023, winemakers said they were not being paid, and investors sued. And Crew had only $650 by 2024. Now, overall, the Post...
How you gonna pay somebody with $650, man? Like, stop playing out here. For real? Oh, and so where they get all the other money from if they only had $650?
says Crew only sold a handful of wines between 2020 and 2023. Now look at this. Among the wines sold by Omar's husband was this beautifully labeled Malbec. You see a devious-looking woman. There's a red devil over her right shoulder.
Somebody dropped the bomb right there. Hold on a minute. Somebody said, okay, Winter says she's smart enough to help run the government, but she's not smart enough to do math. Come on, people. Really? Yeah. Come on, people. Really? I don't believe it either. Come on, I don't believe it.
By Omar's husband was this beautifully labeled Malbec. You see a devious-looking woman. There's a red devil over her right shoulder. Interestingly, the Malbec is called, quote, the Devil's Lie. What a name. Crew also sold a Cabernet Sauvignon called Blockchain, a red blend called Overt, described in reviews as flimsy and tart. But Omar's husband's wine venture appears to have come to an end. And a supposed end to, quote, the Devil's Lie Malbec comes just days after we learned that Ilhan Omar accidentally thought she was a multi-millionaire. Funny how that happens. Remember this from last week? Omar amended her financial disclosure form, which once showed her husband's businesses valued between $6 million.
She made a mistake, y'all. It can happen. Just slide a zero, round it off to the nearest 100 instead of 1. It can happen. You use type the wrong number on the calculator. Come on.
And $30 million, blaming an accounting error. And Omar now values his businesses between $18,000 and $95,000, a change that came after her finances came under investigation. But Tom Holman says, stay tuned.
The whole file is being reviewed. A lot of smart people on it. Stay tuned.
Ooh. Tom Holman said a lot of smart people are around, and guess what? They checking into that. Oh man, what if they just watch your head? Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Back to Somalia, baby. Let's get on over and see what's going on with this Iran as they make a new offer to the United States on the nuclear talk. See what's going on with that nuclear dust. Let's see what's going on here, you guys. Let's go.
The Middle East, where Iran has reportedly made a new offer to the U.S. when it comes to the Strait of Hormuz. Axios writing, quote, Iran gave the U.S. a new proposal to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and end the war, with nuclear negotiations postponed for a later stage, according to a U.S. official and two sources with knowledge. Diplomacy is in a stalemate, and the Iranian leadership is divided about what nuclear concessions should be on the table. The president also commenting on when the war could end and on the regime's nuclear threat to Fox News.
Israel would get blown up within minutes from the time they got it. So we can't let Iran have a nuclear weapon. So this should have been done by previous presidents. It should have been done for years. 47 years it's been going on, and nobody did anything about it. We've done a great job, and it'll come to an end very soon, and we're going to be very victorious. But they cannot have a nuclear weapon.
Okay, that's enough about Iran. You see how we're skipping through this today? We're not playing around because we got a lot in the kitty. Let's get on over to Chicago. Very serious situation right here. I told you guys, we go everywhere. Yeah, let's get on over to Chicago. We got a police officer who's no longer around with us. And then there's one trying to fight for his life right now. You guys may have heard about this. You know we get into these stories like this and we're not going to let it get past us. Got a situation right here where an individual, one individual pow 2 police officers. Let's get over to Chicago and let's see what's going on with this. We also have more follow-up on this story, and we're praying for the officer who has lost his life behind this terrible tragedy right here. Let's go.
The officer who was shot and killed has been identified as 38-year-old John Bartholomew. A solemn procession was held yesterday in his honor. As far as the 57-year-old police officer, he is still fighting for his life here at the hospital. According to police, this all began yesterday morning as officers were bringing a robbery suspect into Swedish hospital for observation. That suspect even went through security there. Investigators say at some point the suspect got a gun and shot both officers and then ran out of the hospital. The suspect was arrested a few blocks away. The 2 officers were brought here to Illinois Masonic Hospital, and Mayor Brandon Johnson joined the Chicago Police Superintendent at the hospital, calling this a tragic day for the city.
One of our officers will not be able to return to their family. And I'm calling on the entire city of Chicago to pray for this officer's family and that they heal from this tragedy.
Police say they did find a gun at the scene. As far as both of these officers, we are told that they work at the 17th Police District. We're live outside of...
No, we need more information on that. So what we did was we had to go find a little bit more information on what we're talking about here. Let's get a little bit of backstory on what led up to this.
Surveillance video shows the moments 2 armed robbers entered a Family Dollar store. You can see 2 men on scooters. Soon after, sources tell us one of those men was arrested and taken to a hospital where he shot and killed that Chicago police officer and injured another. Our Charlie DeMar is live in front of Endeavor Health Swedish Hospital with the latest on this. Good evening, Charlie.
Good evening, Chris. And after shooting those 2 Chicago police officers, one fatally, Chicago police say that suspect then ran from the hospital. That sparked a massive manhunt. And tonight we are learning a lot more about that armed robbery that...
55, I was thinking the same thing. How much money are you going to get from a damn dollar store? Just come on.
...really sparked this deadly chain of events.
I'm getting active proceeds stolen from the Family Dollar at 3239 West Lawrence Avenue.
Hours before shooting 2 Chicago police officers, sources say the same man is accused of robbing this Albany Park Family Dollar at gunpoint. At the top...
And what is he, naked?
Top of your screen, surveillance video shows 2 people arrive at the store on scooters. Minutes later, they run alongside the building and get away on those scooters. A fire truck and officers respond within minutes to a woman apparently injured inside the store.
Male black attacked her. He was armed with a gun. Woman bleeding from the head. She was at the ATM. Someone hit her.
So she must have got Ista whipped, and then they told her to get the money or whatever like that. Then they ran out, and that's where it kept on leading up to this.
Police caught the man wanted for the Family Dollar robbery and brought him to Endeavor Health Swedish Hospital, where he shot 2 police officers and then ran away, according to CPD.
They had larger weapons than I've ever seen in real life, and SWAT team, and it was pretty wild.
The manhunt led SWAT teams and dozens of officers outside of Madison Heckle's Ravenswood home. The suspect wanted for killing Officer John Bartholomew was hiding nearby. Neighbors say he even left a trail of blood on a backyard fence.
I did expect something pretty violent to have happened, that the amount of police that responded.
Law enforcement sources have shared the suspect's identity. However, we're not naming him until he's formally charged. The suspect does have a lengthy criminal history going back to at least 2017, full of felonies including vehicular hijacking, aggravated battery to a correctional officer, and possessing a firearm. He also had an active warrant.
The first thing that occurred to me is obviously somebody missed the gun.
Anthony Riccio is a former high-ranking leader with CPD.
Wherever he had that gun hidden on his body, and all indications is he had it down his backside, that wand would have picked it up.
And in a statement, the hospital says that that suspect was wanded when he arrived, and he was escorted by law enforcement at all times while he was here at the hospital. Again, charges against that man are still pending.
News.
He must have snatched it off of one of them and then started pow-powing you guys. You see, we try to go a little further, let you guys see what's going on, and that's the full story. And yes, if you love the stories that you see here and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 80,000 subscribers, and we're chugging along, and we're going to keep on moving, you guys. Big shout out to everybody here, all of the family, all of our co-hosts, all of our family members. We love you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. And yes, this is going to be a really serious one over also right here. Really serious one, because we got to put the prayers in the air for the officer first. We got to pray for the officer who lost his life in trying to defend the community and trying to bring this person to justice. And I want to pray for everybody who may be involved. Let's pray for his family. Let's pray for every single person who's, even the doctors who's operating. We want to pray for every single person involved in this, because this was a crazy situation that involved more than one person. Even the person that the lady that was injured in the original crime. Want to pray for her as well, as her head heals, and as she comes out of this with flying colors, with 100% healing. Amen, you guys. Can't forget about those prayers right there for the police officer that lost his life, as well as the woman that was injured. Let's keep on going, you guys. Now we got to get over to an aunt that was charged in the F of her own niece. And oh man, I don't even want to say this, because I can't believe someone's own aunt would do something like this. Someone's own aunt. I love my aunt. I can't believe that something like this would happen. This is the aunt that faces the homicide charges in the Laniah Clark's death case here, you guys. Let's go.
It's an arrest months in the making, as Bobby Joe Etzel was escorted into court in Wilkes-Barre, facing charges for allegedly murdering her niece, 14-year-old Laniah Clark.
Justice, of course, is not measured by speed, but by results.
At Wilkes-Barre Police Headquarters, top law enforcement officials walked through the extensive investigation step by step. They first investigated it as a missing persons case.
Somebody said, that's my area, Scott Novak. See, I told you we go everywhere. We go everywhere. Thank you so much for the gift, you guys. And this is her own niece. Yes, Dot Focus, her own niece that she did this to.
Then a death investigation, and finally, a homicide.
This case involves a devastating loss of life. And not just any life. I think it affects us all differently when we see the loss of a child. In this case, a young girl who thrived despite a disability. In all ways, an everyday, average, rebellious teen, living her life day by day. Adopted by parents who loved her, and betrayed by certain family members.
The teen, who is deaf, went missing back on January 17th. Her body found more than a month later behind a garage on Thayer Street in South Wilkes-Barre. Police now determining that the girl, known as Lala, was with her biological aunt, Bobby Joe Etzel, during the time she was missing, despite an active protection from abuse order.
Days before she's murdered, the defendant believes she might go to jail because she is in violation of the PFA. I think we need to understand that these are not normal people. The response to the potential to going to jail for violating the PFA is to return a child to her parents, not to murder her.
Investigators believe the teen was tied up and locked in a closet for days before she was killed. Etzel then allegedly dumped her body a few days later.
Lala was being restrained and held in a closet, kept without food, made to use a bucket for a bathroom, yelled at and mocked by her biological aunt, who approaches her from behind, holds a plastic bag over her head until her life is extinguished.
Despite loud calls for justice and criticism of the investigation by the public and Clark's adoptive family, officials say they've worked tirelessly in this case, and this arrest is the first step towards justice for Lala.
While the detectives were working diligently on this case, falsehoods were being spread about their work online. Today is proof that the desperate and vitriol posted, shared on social media, the detectives persevered to bring the truth surrounding this horrible tragedy to light.
Etzel has been arraigned on homicide, kidnapping, and abuse of a corpse charges in this case. Authorities say the investigation is still ongoing and there are people still under investigation. It's an arrest months in making.
Oh man, oh man, how could you dare do something like that to your own niece or your own nephew? How could you? I want to pray for Laniah. I want to pray for the family. I want to pray for all other children who may have lost their lives to tragedies like this. Family members also, have to watch out for them as well sometimes, you guys. And that's why I always tell you guys, you got to be really careful about who you have around your kids and who you have in your house. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for redemption. I want to pray for understanding. I want to pray for healing when it comes down to this situation. I want to pray for everybody who's involved in this, and as far as family members that are going through it right now. We ask that they get strength and resolve to come out of this on the other side of this, Lord, much stronger. Amen. Girl was what, like 14 years old, tied her up, all that stuff, your own niece. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Some people deserve the same treatment that they give other people for them to go out just like that. You want to do that? I think that the law should be, okay, that's what you did to get them out of here? Yeah, that's what we need to do to you to get you back for what you did. Because all of this in jail for 10, 15, 20 years, on the phone, making videos and hanging out and all of that, I'm not with all that. Bzz, that's right. 2 at a time. If they gotta go, gotta go. It's justice. We need justice out here. Justice for these kids. And this way more people will be like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. You see what they did to such and such. Yeah, we need to start doing stuff like that in the public. Yeah, call me what you want. And also what I want you guys to do as well, there's certain things that you probably don't know about with children. And especially if you question certain things about certain family members. Because I'm going to just be honest with you guys. A lot of times it's not just the people that are outside that can harm the children. It's not only the people that's outside. It's that uncle. Sometimes it's that aunt. Sometimes it's the grandmother. Sometimes, oh yeah, it's the father too. Sometimes it's the mother. You never know because everybody wasn't raised the same way. I told you guys before, I have great stories about my mom. I always say beautiful things about her, but sometimes I say these stories to a person that did not have the same experience with their mom. And it makes it foreign to me. I'm like, wait a minute. That's when I had to start realizing that everybody ain't got the same story. And that's why I flipped it. I says, I ain't got no bad daddy story because everybody normally does. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a bad daddy story. I got a good daddy story. So in understanding that is, you can't expect people to feel the same way about people that you feel about yours, because you never know what they've been through and how they've been treated by those people. Just keep on going forward, you guys. And yes, we want to make sure that we pray for the family as well, as we already done. Now we got to get on over to India, because sometimes having dogs on the premises is a really good thing. I told you this already. Just because, you think that this is a small dog is not going to protect the place, don't sleep. Big dog, it just does not matter. A small dog is actually a really good situation, a dog to have. Like a Chihuahua or a Poodle, especially them Chihuahuas that only listen to Nana and the old Spanish lady, because they're going to tear your ankles up. Not only that, they're going to bark as soon as you ring the bell. And you ain't coming in the house until you probably get sniffed on a little bit. So yes, I don't think that you should want to go around those places messing around trying to rob nothing. You know why? Because all that dog is going to do is make noise. And if you're a smart robber, you're going to say, you know what? Let's try the next place. This dog is making too much damn noise. That's why I say it really doesn't matter the size of the dog. Check this out, you guys. But sometimes, when you guys see this right here in India, I don't know if these lions could have really did some damage to these two canines. They were brave, but they held their own. They held their own. This is a little situation right here where I told you we go everywhere. We're going to go over to India right now. We got two fearless dogs that confront two lions in an intense showdown. And when y'all see the way this lion hit this gate, he could have took the whole gate down. That was probably like 10% of his pressure. And of course, there's no audio. We're talking about lions and dogs. Check this out. And this is like outside of someone's home. To have wild lions roaming outside of your home, I have no idea where this man lives at. Check this out. Now we're going to be looking on this side of the gate for the dogs and on this side of the gate for the lions. Let's go. And I said lions. 2 fearless dogs confronted 2 lions in an intense showdown. This is not AI, just so y'all know. The incident took place in Gujarat, India. Now they stood their ground, but those 2 lions were huge. And if you saw that second hit that came from that lion when he came back out of that bush, he knocked the whole gate open. He could have took it down if he really would have hit it with all his power. Now you're gonna go in the bush. Watch when he come back. The incident took place in India. Watch this. Now watch the one when he come back. Watch this. He knocks it open, but don't realize it. It's open. But the canines stood their ground, prompting the lions to retreat. Now the doggy, that lady's like, no doggy back, no doggy back. I know what you're trying to say. Get that dog back in that gate. Can't mess with those lions. Now the man gonna get the dog back and put that little flimsy lock on the gate. Man, you better do something about living where I'm not even living there. They opened the gate, y'all. He over there with a stick. That's telling you the gate is flimsy when you can do that. Like I'm gonna be out there with that flimsy gate with a stick, a hollow stick at that. Then he go to the door part like it's stronger over there. This that part in Freddy Krueger where you shouldn't be following stuff because they could have just had a steak dinner right there. What you going out there for with that stick? Man, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I would have, I'm good. What is he thinking he gonna do with that stick? Like, what? And then they're gonna get you when you drop the stick? Man, listen, no thank you, India. Peace to the smart dogs, but they're a little fluffy. Somebody was like, yeah, you better get your behind back inside of that gate over there because those lions was not playing. Did you see that strength when that lion came back out of that gate and just went boom, and the whole gate just said, yeah, then he's going to come and try to put the lock back together like this. Homeboy, invest in a stronger gate or some stronger situation, some stronger security around there. They said they don't sell lion sticks. Another person said, no jogging around there in the morning. Man, imagine you go jogging, we'll go for it. And you got your headphones on. Oh, Lord of mercy. Don't you curse me. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. That's the wrong neighborhood to go jogging in. Let's keep on going forward now because Jam Master J eats the money down. Turntables might wobble, but they won't fall down. That's right. God bless the dead to Mr. Jason Mizell, a.k.a. Jam Master J. That's right, you guys. And guess what? They finally got someone to finally admit to the murder and assisting the 2 other people. Yes, I guess the guy said, you know what, after all of this time, I might as well admit to it. I've been in the jail so long, I might as well be able to get out on a lower deal. So he did that. That's right. We got a suspect here who's no longer a suspect. He's basically claiming his role in what he did, and he's telling about what the other 2 guys did right here. Let's get on over to it, you guys. We got some breaking information that I just ran up on and found out this morning about Jam Master J's suspect and his powing already admitted. It's going to be getting 15 years.
Century after Run DMC's Jam Master J was shot to death in a Queens recording studio, one of the 3 men charged in this murder has changed his plea to guilty.
Jay Bryant admitting to a judge that he helped other people get into the building
so they could ambush the DJ.
I would assume.
That's right, you guys. We need y'all to get those likes up because we go to work over here. Not that many people are showing stories like this, and that's why you get it right here on Our Bottom Line. Let's double tap that screen. We'll get those likes up. And if you have not subscribed, it's free. What are you waiting for? That's right. And if you do want to be, hey, big spender, spend a whole $2.99. That's right. That's how you get the glove. You can become a member to Our Bottom Line. And don't forget, join the Discord. Let's keep it moving, y'all.
Reporter Darla Miles was in court and has the latest.
I helped them kill Jason Mizell. These are the exact words used by Jay Bryant in a Brooklyn courtroom Monday morning. 23 years later, the 52-year-old is the first and only person to confess in taking part in the murder of hip-hop legend Jam Master Jay. Bryant telling the court, in 2002 in Queens, New York, I agreed.
Somebody say Beyond says he is up when he gets to the pen, right?
With others who are known drug dealers and involved in a drug deal with Jason Mizell to possess and distribute more than 5 kilograms of cocaine. Bryant entering into a plea agreement with federal prosecutors just 1 week before he was scheduled to go to trial. His case severed from that of Ronald Tennard Washington and Carl Jordan Jr. Bryant later named a co-conspirator in 2023 in a superseding indictment for the firearm-related murder of Jason Mizell. This 3 years after the indictment of Washington and Jordan. In court, Bryant reading a short prepared statement. On October 30th, 2002, in Queens, New York, I helped them kill Jason Mizell by helping gain entry to the recording studio. I knew a gun was going to be used to shoot Jason Mizell. Prosecutors say on the day of Mizell's murder, Bryant opened a locked fire escape exit door to allow Jordan and Washington inside without being seen by the hip-hop mogul. The 52-year-old ending his allocution saying, I knew what I was doing was wrong and a crime. Bryant's stepfather supporting him for today's hearing, the 52-year-old giving him a thumbs up before leaving the courtroom. Yet, he was the only family member to come to court today. Family and friends of Jam Master Jay did not attend.
Before this plea deal, Jay Bryant was facing life in prison had he been convicted during a trial. Now he'll serve 15 to 20 years after admitting to being a part of the conspiracy to murder Jam Master Jay. In downtown Brooklyn, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
At least we finally got down to the bottom of it. He told his responsibility. I mean, 23 years, 20-something years later. Yes, and finally, Jason, finally, Jam Master Jay, your soul can be at rest because people know what finally will happen to you. And he told the truth, something that we already knew, just didn't know who actually orchestrated it and who helped those people in there. Hopefully your soul can be at rest right now once this comes to an end. Could never get you back, could never get back the legend. Love you to death. One of the reasons why your boy got into hip-hop. Yes, Run DMC, you guys, changed the game. Run DMC, Jam Master Jay never was the same after Jay lost his life. Amen to the family, amen to everybody involved. Jason Mizell, rest in peace, my brother. Queens forever. That's right, you guys. Let's go. We got a verdict right now coming out for this New York situation right here, charged with the illing of an NYPD detective. We're talking about Jonathan Diller. You guys remember, it's finally getting a sentencing day for this person right here. Check this out. We got a verdict.
Yeah, good morning. There was a lot, and as you said, emotions definitely ran high inside that courtroom yesterday as the verdict came down in the case of the man accused of NYPD detective Jonathan Diller. That decision left both sides reacting very strongly.
The widow of Detective Jonathan Diller quietly exited the courtroom moments after the verdict was read. Guy Rivera was acquitted of the top charge, first-degree murder, but convicted on the 4 other counts connected to the 2024 shooting that killed the NYPD detective. The PBA stated Rivera purposely took Diller's life during a traffic stop in Far Rockaway 2 years ago.
These police officers know behind me that this was murder one on a New York City police officer. No doubt about it.
Rivera's defense attorney spoke after the verdict.
We disagree with the verdict, but there's a lot of evidence
that we presented that established that many of the officers just weren't credible in terms of their testimonies.
The courtroom saw confusion when the jury returned around 5 o'clock, first saying they had reached a unanimous verdict, but when jurors were polled individually, one said he didn't agree. Deliberations then continued for nearly 2 hours.
I think it's the pressure, and we really have to think about that in terms of our system of justice.
Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz says Rivera faces 90 years to life for taking Diller from his wife and young child.
Last thing that his wife said to him was, "I love you." And the last thing that Jonathan Diller said to his wife was, "I love you." This was a man who was a father, a son, a husband. But on that day, he put on the uniform to protect our city.
And sentencing is set. It's set for April 27th, and he faces up to at least 90 years in prison.
Whew, let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Hope you guys appreciate the content that you're getting right now. Because, yeah, I told you we had a lot of breaking news and a lot of trending stories and follow-ups. We got to get out this morning. Yes, and if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, let's go. We got to keep on going, you guys, because now we got the Bodega worker that we spoke about the other day. Same situation here. Lost his life after a dispute. Let me tell you guys, sometimes you got to let it go. Like Teddy P said, sometimes you got to let it go. I've learned that. If you got somebody that steals something or runs out, sometimes it's best to let them go, especially if it's a small item. I mean, food or whatever like that, restaurants, and it's different because, you know, you have these guys that like to do the, what do they call it, dine and dash, and people like to run and stuff like that. But you still got to be careful, especially when situations like this happen, because you never know who you're dealing with. These people might get angry, get agitated, and the next thing you know, you lose your life over a dinner meal. It's not worth it. It's just really not. Let's get on over to this bodega worker who lost his life over a dispute in the store, and it spilled outside in the East Village.
Great sense of loss tonight in the East Village after a gunman shot and killed a beloved deli worker last night outside the business his family owns.
That's right. Police believe it stemmed from an argument after the suspect refused to pay for his order. Now, regular customers are heartbroken, remembering a man who knew them by name and made them feel like family.
Here's Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon.
It was so great. Regulars here are devastated about the loss of Abdul Salah, whose family owns Sal's Deli, saying he just connected with his customers.
The best coffee ever. He knew exactly how I took it. Super cheap too, which was great because I could tip him more. And when I would travel for work, he'd come to me and say, "Where have you been? How are you?"
Last night, video obtained by Eyewitness News shows Abdul's brother trying desperately to get a gunman away from him just outside the deli on Avenue B. And
now the brother was trying to get the guy to calm down and stop, but the guy was not going for it. That just shows you how people get elevated and just want to take out anger on each other nowadays. No conversation, you guys, just from 0 to 100 real quick.
Argument believed to be over the man not paying for his order had spilled onto the sidewalk, where Abdul was shot in the stomach.
What I heard was a pop, pop, pop. What I saw was my friend dying on the corner.
I don't understand what could have happened because they were never rude. They were never confrontational with anyone. You know what I mean? They were just like, everyone knew them.
And the Sala family knew everyone, like the Montañez Lugo family, even their dog.
He was like, "Oh, let me see your dog because I want to show my daughter." So he FaceTimed his daughter and showed her my dog on FaceTime just before this happened, like half an hour before.
We need to install panic buttons in every small bodega.
The United Bodegas of America says this deli didn't have a panic button. It's unclear if one could have alerted police before this happened, but making the case for panic buttons was exactly why Abdul Salah himself spoke with Eyewitness News a year ago, saying he worried about violence again.
This is when he was alive, and he was actually getting interviewed a year ago before this even happened to him.
As bodega workers he'd seen on social media.
People got shot, killed. Sometimes you got robbed, and the police never responds quick.
Tonight, the organization is wondering if the person who shot Abdul Salah was someone who shouldn't have been on the street.
When you get away with something over and over and over again, you're going to commit a bigger crime every time. And we need to punish these people. We can't allow them to get away with it.
Walking into a bodega with a gun, you're sending a message out to the community, and we really need to get in front of this and figure out what we can do collectively to reduce.
Oh man, a deli worker now. But honestly, another thing too, I did see that spilled over into the street. Looked like they was on the ground and they were like fighting on the ground. So it probably was a situation where they were also fighting as well, and they both were down, and he got away and got up and pow. That's why again, it's not even that serious to get physical. $12, what is it? A chopped cheese or some fries or something like that. Let it go, man. Just let it go. Don't even get in an argument over nothing like that, especially when it's spilling over into the street. And I got to take my own advice as well. Can't be running into all sorts of fights and arguments and stuff like that. You never know what's going to happen. Some people have so much hate in them inside. Damn Epstein. Again with the soft town. Okay, somebody else. What else? As they say, it's a sign of the times. I spent years learning to let hate run not to let hate run my life, and jealously being grateful. Okay, I love that. Sorry I'm late, boss. All good. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Grand Rising as well. Kendra, how you doing out there? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got to get on over to Florida, where prosecutors. No, we don't. Let's do it again, even though we did it yesterday. I want to pray for what is his name? Emil. I want to pray for his family. I want to pray for the deli workers. I want to pray for everybody that has to deal with those situations like that. Also want to pray for one other kid that we have not spoken about in a very long time. His name is Junior. He lost his life in the deli as well when he was chased by a bunch of kids, a bunch of thugs who took his life as well. This is not a one-off situation right here, you guys. At nighttime, things get different, especially in certain neighborhoods. Be careful out there, especially in New York, and especially in certain neighborhoods that you probably shouldn't be in and you're not familiar with. I want to pray for the families as well as been in this situation that are affected. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Yes, Junior. Remember Junior from the Bronx? Same situation. He ran inside the deli, and basically they dragged him out. And yeah, you remember that. Very, very sad situation right there as well. Let's see what's going on over here in Florida, where the prosecutors are now seeking the F penalty. Something that I'm saying, because, honestly, if people see that there's more ramifications and more time that you're going to get for the crimes that they're out there committing, I do believe that the crimes will start going down and people will start saying, you know what, I'm not trying to get capital punishment. Check this out, you guys. Florida, step to the front of the stage, because this is one thing. At least Florida steps up and they don't play around about it. And yeah, this is one of those cases right here where it felt deemed necessary because of what he did. Let's get into this story right here about the prosecution because of the murder of a three-year-old Florida girl.
Fox 35's Marie Ettinger joins us live now. So Marie, Coombs is facing new charges as well.
Yes, Hannah. There are court records showing Coombs moved in with his girlfriend, Jennifer Kendrick, in January, and detectives allege abuse started almost immediately of the 5 children in the house. He's pleaded not guilty today of the new charges he's facing and the ones that he was already up against, but detectives say that he has already admitted to pretty much everything they're accusing him of.
Jerome Coombs now facing charges for the first-degree murder and sexual battery of 3-year-old Paisley Brown. His arrest report notes Paisley had bruising in her private areas when she died. I talked with friends of the family about Coombs now facing 2 death penalty charges.
I was ecstatic. I don't think any child should have to go through that.
According to this arrest report, 2 kids slept in a closet and 3 slept in a bedroom with Coombs and the kid's mother, Jennifer Kendrick. All of the children allegedly handcuffed, stomped, and beaten, and losing weight so rapidly that they looked notably thinner in a matter of months. In text messages revealed in court records, Kendrick asks Coombs to stop leaving bruises when he hits the kids. Kendrick is now facing charges of aggravated manslaughter for Paisley's death.
So she's telling him to beat them, but not leave no bruises. Do you believe this? Is this a mother right here? And how you gonna cuff your kids in the closet? Like, how you gonna have your kids living like that? Parents and people out here wish that they could have children. People that can't even have children, they wish that they could have them. They're blessings, and they did not ask to be here. And you keep on having them, and you do something like this to a child. They deserve to get what they're gonna get. They deserve it.
On with 4 child neglect charges.
My client
has done absolutely nothing to deserve to be put in this position except be a very loving and caring mother.
Kendrick plans to rely on an insanity defense, saying she was operating under the influence of mental conditions which rendered her incapable of distinguishing right from wrong at the time of the alleged crimes.
With me being on felony probation, how is this going to work? It says the deputy says, yeah, you're going to get violated. That's what you're supposed to get. You on felony probation right now.
Kendrick's attorney couldn't comment on the insanity defense, but did tell me this.
We will show that what she is and has been is kind of a whipping girl for men in her life.
So her lawyer is trying to claim DV on other people against her. Like she was being a victim of a lot of DV is what he's saying.
Kendrick has a hearing at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to discuss that insanity plea. She has also told detectives already in court filings that she believes that Paisley's death could have been prevented, in her words, if she had not left him with a monster, and that she believes she was choosing love over protecting her children.
Now, Beyond Ether says hell must be running out of room. Real talk. I love that line. Hell must be running out of room.
Reporting live, Marie Edinger, Fox 35 News.
Fox 35's Marie Edinger joins us live now. So
Ooh, boy, oh boy, yes. You know what we're doing right now. We're going to pray for the rest of those other little children that were subject to the terrible tragedy of that, being handcuffed and having to sleep in closets. There is never a reason why you have to sleep in a closet. If anything, put them in the same bed or put them in a bed in the same room. A worst case scenario, if you don't have the rooms to do it, use the living room. All that closet stuff or whatever like that and locking with handcuffs, that's much more than just the norm right there. That was bad influence and terrible upraising. And whatever your excuse is, there is no excuse for for doing anything like that to any child. And we're so glad that the other children got out of there before it got even worse. We're hoping that they get nutritious foods. We're hoping that they can get through these tragedies and move on with whatever they can salvage, because I'm sure that they will never be able to forget their brother or their sister who lost their life in this tragedy. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Amen. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. It's ridiculous. Now what we got? Are we done? Okay. This is something that's not, yes, it's a bad one, but let's get on over to Brooklyn right now and see what's going on with this, the police officer. You know, we have a big problem out here in New York where people ride motorcycles all on the sidewalks, dirt bikes, they do wheelies and all of that crazy stuff. After a couple of incidents, they've said that they're no longer allowing the police to do any more pursuits. That means that they cannot chase anybody down anymore because of what happens when it goes along with that. A lot of times you might be chasing somebody in a car. Next thing you know, they jump up on the sidewalk on a motorcycle and they may hurt or injure someone or even worse. So because of situations like that, they have stopped pursuing in certain areas. But this didn't stop this one police officer. I don't know if he was on duty or off duty, but this was a really sad situation right here that could have been prevented. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to go over here and see what's going on in the Bronx right here. Is this the Bronx? Yeah, this is going to be out. This is going to be in the Bronx, and this situation right here is. I'm just trying to make sure I got it right for you guys. I want to make sure it's actually Brooklyn. Where this guy, the police officer, saw a motorcycle riding, and he took a cooler and he threw it at the motorcycle rider as he was driving pretty fast. Of course, it messed up the driving ability of the motorcycle driver, and he's no longer alive. And now the police officer is now an ex-police officer. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
All an undercover for a New York judge, the proof was in the pudding. Video shows ex-cop Eric Duran throwing a cooler at 30-year-old Eric Dupree, killing him as he tries to speed by on a moped in August of 2023. Nearly 3 years after what police call an undercover drug bust gone wrong, Duran held his head down as Judge Guy Mitchell read his guilty verdict, sentencing the former sergeant to at least 3 years behind bars on April 9th, with a maximum sentence of 9 years.
The 2.4 seconds that Sergeant Duran had to analyze the scene, he did not act recklessly. He was not trying to hurt anybody.
Duran's lawyer, Arthur Idala, says appealing the manslaughter conviction was a no-brainer, pointing to, quote, bad judgment from a bench trial.
He was trying to protect and police officers.
Support to bail the ex-cop deemed the...
So his defense is he was trying to protect police officers and civilians by throwing the cooler at the guy as he was coming towards them on the sidewalk. That was his defense.
Cooler killer quickly gained national attention. A fundraiser on the Sergeant Benevolent Association's website even made its way to the Jumbotron at an Islanders hockey game, raising the $300,000 needed to set him free.
And someone says that there was stuff inside the cooler as well, like beer, maybe ice, so it made it much heavier. Once that cooler came into the play, this is the situation, you guys. The bad part about it is he probably didn't have his helmet on at that time. As you also see, he crashed into that security gate as well. There was a lot of force of him being on the sidewalk as well, because you could see police were coming in both directions trying to stop him, which is why he was on the sidewalk, like I said.
And tonight, the union's attorneys helped secure a motion to grant that bail.
Knowing there's an immediate light at the end of the tunnel is a tremendous relief for him.
Idala says Duran will be released over the weekend and will be a free man until his appeal is settled. That could take up to 9 months. Family and activists just upset with the decision tonight. We're here at the Digital Center. Mike Lamort, News 12.
Now, songwriter, now you know you wrong for that, songwriter. You know you wrong for that. You know you wrong for that, songwriter. I mean, like, come on. You like the pun king or queen. You like the pun king or queen, huh? Talking about cooler heads could have prevailed. You know what? And I thought I had pun. No, we can't do that. We want to pray for the guy who lost his life. We want to pray for everybody involved in this situation. And we want to hope that people stop doing things like this and try to use, instead of making quick judgments that come to pass to hurt somebody, you might want to think in the long run what it could do to you as well as that person. Because, yeah, it was a pursuit going on, but he hadn't hurt anybody up until that point. And if anything, you could prevent by seeing that if you do that, you could have probably caused even further damage by him going out of control and hitting somebody else. Cooler heads should have prevailed in that situation. Got to use your line. Amen. And I want to say, appreciate all of the police officers that are dealing with situations like this. I know it's driving you guys crazy. Got guys all running up on the sidewalk. And it makes it bad for good motorcycle riders like us. One thing I do appreciate, though, police officers don't look at us anymore. We have our equipment on with our helmets and everything. They don't mess with us. You know who they mess with? The scooters, the guys that don't have no licenses and stuff like that. But you guys, y'all got to start riding better out there as well. Because it's dangerous when you ride motorcycles, especially when you don't have a helmet. Don't know if this guy had a helmet on, but if you didn't, that's another thing. Always wear a helmet, even if you're going to be doing craziness, because it's the only thing that's going to possibly save your life. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to California. Oh, knows how to party. West Coast, California, knows how to party. In the city. That's right. But we're not going there. We're going to go to San Quentin. You're not going to believe this one right here. I don't know if this is a correctional officer or just a female worker that works in the prison. But she wanted to get her groove thing. She wanted to get her groove thing. It's just a groove thing, a groove thing, a groove thing. She wanted to get her groove on, y'all. So you know what she did? Something that I do not recommend that any of you guys do. That's right. Don't be messing around with the inmates, especially not with the lifers. Yeah, you guys, come on. We got to go all the way to San Quentin where this female worker turned the illa into a 6 slilsnave. I can't say those words. I can say number 6 and I can say slilsnave. Yeah, I'm going to let them say it. Y'all ain't going to believe this. San Quentin got some other stuff going on up in there.
Now at 5, a female worker at San Quentin State Prison turns a male inmate into her sex slave. When the inmate tried to end the relationship, he was punished by the woman for months.
Our Veronica Dela Cruz walks us through the case. Veronica?
Yeah, Ken and Liz, this is the strangest twist yet.
I said, you gonna give me some of that cookie now. Man, boy, I got to be in here securing y'all. You gonna give me some of that.
The Me Too movement. We've heard the stories about a person in power sexually abusing someone under their authority, but this time it happened at San Quentin.
Behind the walls of San Quentin, in a wing where prisoners receive vocational training,
Inmate William Cordova says a female staff member took advantage of her power and position. In his handwritten complaint, the convicted murderer says back in 2010, for a 3-month period, prison employee Sylvia Polito coerced me into being her sex slave.
The allegations included coerced acts of sexual intercourse.
Lawyers Ben Rothstein and Julia Allen represented Cordova at his trial. They say Polito,
Now that's really getting it on the inside, huh?
an instructor in the prison's janitorial training program, promised Cordova favors for sex. Sex, they say, took place here in Polito's office at the prison.
Man, I gotta see a picture of what she looked like. She probably looked like an egg with legs. I call those ools. I'd be like, yo, that's an ool over there. That's the egg with legs. Had the round body with the lollipop legs, looking like that commercial. The lollipop legs. She probably looked like an ool, y'all.
She used her position of power as well as quid pro quo offers of favorable treatment and promises to get him an attorney and help him get out of jail.
And when Cordova tried to break it off, she retaliated, firing him from his job as her clerk and accusing him of disciplinary violations that landed him in solitary confinement for 9 months.
It was a humiliating experience. He felt powerless and alone, and worst of all, he felt like there was nobody that he could talk to about this.
Polito has repeatedly denied the allegations, but a federal jury found in favor of Cordova, awarding him $65,000 in compensatory and punitive damages.
Wow.
When he got the verdict, he could not have looked happier.
Polito is now working at Napa State Hospital, and Cordova has been moved to a prison in Soledad. But his attorneys say the lesson is clear.
All people have the right to be free from sexual abuse.
So she went somewhere else where she can continue her endeavors, and he went to another prison.
That includes women, that includes men, and that doesn't change just because somebody is incarcerated.
Now, Polito's attorney did not return our calls. It's not clear who will pay the $65,000 award, California's Department of Corrections or Polito herself. The state's Department of Corrections says it takes all sexual harassment complaints seriously.
Now that's getting it on the inside for real. You can't have your cake and eat it too, girl. 'Cause ideas of two loves just won't do, girl. You say you want a love that's true, girl. Between me and him, you've got to choose, girl. Oh, I don't want to laugh, but think about it like this. What if it was something that he wasn't attracted to? Like, come on over here, you gonna give me some. Come on over here, boy. Come on and take care of this. Ooh, he's like, oh my God, you gotta understand, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be dealing with, oh my God, for real? Think about it like that, you guys. I mean, if it was a, you know what I'm saying, oh, I'm inside, you know what I'm saying? You might want to just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, get some. But if it's you ain't trying to do nothing with that. Come on over here. Oh, no, please, no. Well, if you don't, that's what I'm talking about. Come on over here and take care of Big Bertha. Nah, Big Bertha, keep your distance. I kept my promise. Please keep your distance. Please keep your distance, Big Bertha. We ain't going down like that. Let's keep on moving forward to, we got to go over to Spelman College. One of these students, oh my God, we're going to really like this. How many of you guys would like it if your plants could talk to you? Yeah, y'all, we do that over here because, you know, we got the horticultural green thumb going on. That's right. How many of you would love it for your plants to be able to talk to you? Yeah, y'all, we got some people over here that's geniuses, and I'm so happy that they did it. I'm kind of angry that I didn't come up with it. But you know what? I didn't have the technology to do this. We got some college students that invented a way for plants to talk with the help of AI. Gives you an idea what you can do. If you have an idea, start to use AI to make it actually come to play. I'm not playing with you guys. The plant is talking. I'm low on water. Put me in the sun. It's literally, watch this. Y'all think I'm playing. Watch this. These college students, they're not playing out here. Spelman college students invent a way for plants to talk and to talk with the help of AI. Check this out.
If plants could talk, what would they say?
The highlight intensity is burning by delicate foliage.
While it may sound far-fetched, that Victorian voice you just heard is a plant actually talking.
Finally, some attention from valuable subjects.
A group of young women from Spelman College in Atlanta have built something they call Plant GPT.
We collect data using sensors, and this data gets sent to our LLM, Llama, which generates tailored care recommendations. These recommendations are then sent to a Python text-to-speech library, which convert the text to speech.
In even simpler terms, using AI and real-time data, the group has found a way to have plants say exactly what they need to survive.
I want to be watered.
And apparently,
that plant said, I want to be watered.
People need it. While more than 8 in 10 U.S. households garden in 2024, one survey found that about 50% of novice home gardeners experience crop failure.
And I'm going to say it for you guys the way I said it in the past. Feed me, Seymour. I'm talking about the Venus flytrap from Little Shop, Little Shopper. I know what you're talking about, right? That's right. Feed me, Seymour.
And amongst some of the youngest plant owners for Gen Z.
Now this is what I really like about it. Check this out. They know the numbers. They did the math and everything. Let's get back on topic, you guys, because we got that green thumb over here.
Of his home gardeners experience crop failure. And amongst some of the youngest plant owners for Gen Z, that number is even higher.
So many people have plants, but it seems like so few of us actually know how to care for them. Why do you think that is?
Come on now, you know you're not getting no stories like this where AI is helping you with the assistance of telling you what's going on with your plants. You know this is going to be phenomenal for them. What if they make like a little chip you put in the side of it and it just keeps on giving you like a Bluetooth signal of what's going on? Woo, that'd be phenomenal right there, you guys. Our crops will be telling us what it needs. Put me in the sun. I need to be watered. When are you going to feed me? Oh man, that'd be dope. What?
I think it's because a lot of people are apprehensive of their plant dying. Additionally, when you Google things online, say you have like a succulent, for example, and you Google things online, you can only get general feedback. It doesn't have specific stats on like how your current plant is doing.
Cue the need for Plant GPT. It's a project more than 3 years in the making out of a historically Black woman college's innovation lab.
The inspiration for it came from this idea, what would happen if you kind of gave your plants some agency and how they were taken care of.
Eric Thompson is the assistant director of the lab. And since 2023, he, alongside 4 current students and 1 recent grad, have demonstrated how collaboration leads to budding innovation.
Really be intentional about how you're engaging in space making, and good things will come organically from there.
So maybe it's time for some fertilization.
Even bigger than household plants and gardens, the group sees Plant GPT being used far beyond homes, helping solve for food insecurity and more.
We hope this project could be in like home improvement stores like Home Depot or Lowe's, as well as.
And what if you could stick a needle in the meat and see if there's something wrong with it, like the steak and all of that you buy. It'll tell you the real age of it, like instead of what's on the label. Ooh, that'd be crazy right there. So they're talking about going into other areas.
Small farmers and urban gardeners.
In just 2 years, the smart agriculture industry is expected to surpass $25 billion. Plant GPT could be a part of that in a big way.
What would you want young women to see in you and what you all are accomplishing?
So hopefully young girls could see themselves doing this and know the possibilities.
Marquise Francis, NBC News.
Go girl, go girl, go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip that big drip like it's your birthday. And we don't give up cause it's your birthday. There you go. Gotta give them mad props for that. Show them massive love. Yes, we want to pray for greatness, for more out of the girls. We want to pray for more direction for our youth like that. We want to pray for the teachers, for all of the executives that are behind this school, all of the administrators and everybody who are pushing our next generation to come up with ideas like that. That's right. We don't just pray for the bad over here. Told you that. We pray for the good. We want more for them. We want more opportunities for them so that they can grow and make our world even better. Those are the type of future leaders that we need. There you go. And that just happens to be in the science category. Beautiful, you guys. Amen. That's right. Let's keep on moving forward. That was a good one. Woo! Somebody gave me this yesterday. This was my buddy, and they always came through. We're talking about who gave me this idea yesterday? Who gave me this idea? Money Tree. Money Tree. I'm talking about. I said, hey, anybody got any ideas for the health and wellness section? Money Tree wasn't even around. He must have heard like on the extra, like, hold on a minute. Oh, I hear this. Stepped up to bat and just knocked it out of the park. Money Tree, this bud's for you. Thank you so much for the idea. Didn't think about that. You guys, we're about to go into the summer seasons, into the summer season because it's getting warm. Oh man, the first thing I start thinking about is what? Oh man, those mosquitoes. Oh, don't they get on your nerves? And not only just a nuisance, but not only are they a nuisance, but they carry disease. And they've been known to take a lot of people out with the diseases that they carry, especially because why? They deal with blood. That's right, you guys. So you got to be real careful. They're disgusting. They're like the #1 predators out here when it comes down to the diseases that they carry and the harm that they could cause. So yeah, we got to be careful when it comes down to what? Using the right products to repel them. So what are the best products that we need to look into moving into the next season, into the next area? We might want to go camping. We may not want to use something that's a lotion. May want to find a new invention for something else that'll keep them away from your radius. That's right, you guys. So what's going to happen with this? Not only just are we going to talk about the mosquitoes, that's right, it also prevents ticks and bugs. We got to get into it, you guys. It's that time of the season. I know if I go in my backyards in Chelsea down there, they're going to be jumping. I don't know what it is about my blood. They love to bite me up. And boy, when you go out there with them shorts on, and if you got some high grass, man, your legs, you're going to be coming up out of there like this. How many people have dealt with some serious mosquito bites out here and just tired of it? I'm not built for mosquito bites. I mean, like, and they tell you don't scratch it. How could you not scratch it when it itches so bad and it done suck some blood out of you and spit something in you? Be careful, you guys. Take care of yourselves out there and be careful when it comes down to the mosquitoes. That's right. I got sweet blood. That's what they say. I got sweet blood. You probably do too. Y'all be careful when it come out there to the mosquitoes. I'm going to get into it right now. I want you guys to see the six best mosquito repellents of 2025. This was from last year, but we just came into this year. So yes, these are the best from last year. And if you guys are interested, I'm just trying to get you ready because I don't know if you got mosquitoes where you are. I know a lot of people are going to be working in backyards. We're talking about gardening. So yes, let's work preventively and make sure that we're covered out here the right way with the right sort of items that actually have been proven to work. Let's get into the best mosquito repellents in 2025. There's 6 of them. And the name of this channel is called Pro Picks. Let's go. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
You name it. And while there's no shortage of repellents on the market, finding one that actually works and feels good to use isn't always easy. Whether you prefer a clean-feeling spray, a plant-based wipe, or something completely hands-free, we've rounded up the 6 best options worth your time. In this video, we'll break down what each one does best and who they're right for. Links to all the products mentioned are in the description below if you want to check them out. Number 6. Vurine Rechargeable Electronic Mosquito Repeller. If you're not a fan of sprays, lotions, or wipes, or you're just looking for a no-fuss, chemical-free way to keep mosquitoes off your radar, the Vurine Rechargeable Electronic Mosquito Repeller is a solid starting point.
You can put this on your bag or on the table or somewhere around, and it actually works for a certain amount of range. All of this stuff has been proven.
This compact device uses ultrasonic waves to repel mosquitoes, and it's small enough to clip onto a backpack, belt, or even place next to your bed. It's best suited for anyone who wants passive protection without applying anything directly to their skin. That makes it a smart option for hikers, campers, or parents looking for something safe to use around kids and pets. It's incredibly lightweight, runs almost silently, and the battery lasts about 30 hours per full charge. A simple one-button control means there's no setup required. Just turn it on and go. In actual use, it works best in smaller or semi-enclosed areas. We had the best results using it on a patio, in a tent, or clipped on while walking through wooded trails. It seemed to create a small radius of comfort, just enough to take the edge off when bugs were hovering. However, it's not going to hold up against a full-on mosquito swarm. In open spaces or heavily infested areas, you'll likely want to pair this with another repellent for full coverage.
I like the honesty. Let's keep on moving forward to proven, because this might be something that you want to use. Proven.
For use or extra peace of mind while you sleep. Number 5. Proven insect repellent spray. For those who want long-lasting protection without the sticky feel or strong chemical smell, Proven insect repellent spray is a standout option. It's made with 20% picaridin, a DT alternative that's effective against mosquitoes and ticks, but goes on clean and dries fast. This one's especially good for people with sensitive skin or anyone who wants to avoid DEET entirely. It's fragrance-free, non-greasy, and doesn't leave behind any residue on your skin or clothes.
This one is called Proven, no DEET in it. You know, a lot of people don't like the DEET. They say it don't work.
That makes it easy to use before heading out, whether you're going on a hike, sitting at a backyard dinner,
it's
or just
called
walking
Proven.
the dog in the evening. In terms of performance, it held up well during evening hikes and even a camping trip near a lake. The protection lasted well over 12 hours without needing to reapply, and it didn't cause any irritation or leave our arms feeling coated in product. The light spray dries quickly and doesn't compete with sunscreen or other lotions you might already have on. One thing to note, if the bottle gets stored on its side or upside down for too long, the spray nozzle can clog slightly. It's a small annoyance, but something to keep in mind if you plan to toss it into a gear bag or backpack. It's also a bit pricier than many drugstore sprays, though the price feels fair considering
because it works. It's called Proven. It's a little more pricey, but it works.
How long each application lasts. Overall, Proven is a great choice for families, travelers, or anyone who wants serious insect protection without the downsides that sometimes come with traditional repellents.
Now we've got some wipe-ons that we're going to show you called Murphy's Naturals Mosquito Repellent Wipes.
It's a cleaner feeling, dependable spray that fits easily into your routine. And once you try it, you might not go back to the usual drugstore stuff. Number 4, Murphy's Naturals Mosquito Repellent Wipes. If you're looking for something portable, mess-free, and plant-based, Murphy's Naturals Mosquito Repellent Wipes are a smart pick. These individually wrapped wipes are infused with essential oils like citronella, lemongrass, peppermint, and rosemary, offering a natural option for keeping mosquitoes at bay.
So if you don't like using off or those harsh sprays, because it bothers me a lot. Even when you try to put like the off on, it like really like if you inhale it, it really bothers me. Like you get that big cloud, that cloud of insect repellent that actually comes. I mean, like the cloud of repellent that comes at you. So when you have something like this, you don't have to worry about the clouds and all of that stuff. You can just wipe it on and apply it in certain areas that you feel that you want to protect. I actually do think I'm going to try to use the wipes because when you do the spray, it's oily and it gets all on you and stuff like that. I might just do the wipes and put it on like that.
Without using synthetic chemicals. They're best suited for short outdoor activities where you might not want to deal with sprays or gels. Think quick walks, backyard barbecues, or outdoor dinners. They're also great for travel since they won't leak in your bag, and they're easy to toss into a purse, glove box, or day pack. Because they're not aerosols, you can bring them in carry-ons with no hassle. What stands out most is how easy they are to use. Just tear one open and wipe it over exposed skin. The scent is fresh and herbal, noticeable but not overpowering.
If your skin is sensitive, you might want to be even more sensitive to the mosquitoes because Lord knows what they got traveling in them beaks that they already stuck somebody else with.
They don't leave behind any oily film and they dry fast without any sticky afterfeel. Parents might especially like how convenient they are for kids' arms and legs. No need to worry about overspray or get
all natural and organic.
Getting it in their eyes. In terms of performance, they offer about 2 to 4 hours of decent protection. That's not as long-lasting as some sprays, so you'll want to reapply if you're outside for an extended period. They also don't hold up well to sweating, rain, or high humidity. If you're heading into deep woods or a high mosquito area, you'll probably want something stronger. But for casual outdoor time or quick errands, they're one of the most convenient and natural-feeling options out there.
I love the honesty. Let's get into Jungle now. Jungle formula. It's one of the strongest maximum strength formulas that they have.
If you want something that's easy to apply, smells nice, and keeps bugs off for a few hours, Murphy's Naturals wipes are a good, low-commitment solution, especially for families or anyone avoiding synthetic ingredients. Number 3, Off Clean Feel Insect Repellent Gel. If you're looking for bug protection that feels more like a skincare
I just found all of these products so far on Amazon also, says Kevin Blank. Boom! Thank you so much.
product than a traditional repellent, off. Clean feel. Insect repellent gel is a surprisingly solid option. This formula uses 20% picaretin, strong enough to keep mosquitoes and ticks away, but in a non-greasy, alcohol-free gel that's comfortable for daily use. It's best for people who don't like the feeling of sprays or are tired of the greasy layer most repellents leave behind. The gel goes on with a smooth texture, dries quickly, and doesn't carry that harsh chemical scent you usually expect. It comes in a compact squeeze bottle, so it's easy to throw into a bag, glove box, or carry-on without taking up much space. In use, it held up well over the course of an evening out. No need to repeat.
Now, I've heard from comments and many people that say that DEET does not work. So that's why it says DEET free.
Apply and no sticky feeling even after a few hours in humid weather. The gel absorbed easily and didn't leave any residue on clothes or gear. We like that you can target specific areas like ankles, neck, or arms.
Someone says, I still use Skin So Soft from Avon. For mosquitoes? For real? For repellent?
Without worrying about overspray or waste. That said, applying gel does take a bit more effort than spraying. It doesn't cover as much skin in one go, so it takes a minute or two to spread it evenly. It's not difficult. Just something to keep in mind if you're in a rush or covering a lot of skin. Overall, this is a well-rounded option for anyone who values comfort just as much as performance. Whether you're commuting, traveling, or planning an evening outdoors, off. Clean Feel Gel gives you solid protection without feeling like you're wearing bug spray. It's light, clean, and reliable, and easily one of the most pleasant repellents to use daily.
Jungle.
Number 2, Jungle Formula. Maximum. When you're heading somewhere,
this is like when you're going hiking, you're going out into the wilderness, and you got some big mosquitoes and bugs to mess with. This is what you want.
Mosquitoes don't mess around. Think tropical climates, dense forests, or regions where mosquito-borne diseases are a real concern.
Anybody going out there for African one of those Africa trips? This is what you want.
Sir, you need something stronger. Jungle Formula Maximum is exactly that. It's a high-strength spray packed with 50% DEET, making it one of the most powerful over-the-counter repellents you can get. This one's best suited for travelers going to high-risk zones for malaria,
Skin So Soft
dengue,
works.
or Zika, as well as outdoor workers who spend long hours in mosquito-heavy environments. It's not subtle and it's not fancy, but it's incredibly effective. One application offers up to 10 hours of protection,
Wow.
even in hot, humid conditions where other repellents start to fade fast. In terms of performance, it handled everything we threw at it. Sweaty hikes, buggy lakeside campsites, even evening work in the backyard. The formula stayed in place and kept mosquitoes from landing.
So if you guys like to go on family trips, y'all like to go out into the wilderness, like to go camping and all of that, you might want to consider this as far as like for long periods of time because it lasts for 10 hours.
The scent is definitely noticeable at first. A sharp chemical smell, typical of DEET, but it fades within about 10 to 15 minutes after application. It's also worth noting this isn't the ideal option for everyone. The strong formula may be too much for younger children or those with sensitive skin. And while the spray is effective, it's the kind you'll want to wash off once you're back indoors. Still, Jungle Formula Maximum earns its name.
I like the way they tell us everything about the product. They don't pull no punches and they tell you the truth. That's why I rock with this channel.
When you absolutely need to keep bugs away, whether you're traveling abroad or just dealing with peak mosquito season close to home, this one brings the kind of serious protection you don't have to second guess. It's not the gentlest repellent out there, but if you're after strength, this is the go-to. Number 1, Sawyer Pickardin Insect Repellent. If
you want to know who the number 1 is, right? Sawyer Pickardin.
If you want strong, long-lasting protection without the heavy feel of traditional bug sprays, Sawyer Pickardin Insect Repellent is the one that checks every box. With 20% Pickardin, it offers protection on par with DEET, but without the greasy texture, strong smell, or risk of damaging plastics and gear. This one's great for just about anyone. Families, hikers, frequent travelers, or anyone spending time outdoors during mosquito season. It's designed for daily use, and it doesn't come with the usual compromises. No stinging scent, no sticky residue, and no stains on clothes or gear. Just reliable protection that feels clean and stays put.
I would want to rock with the number one. So now that we know what the number one is, this is it. Need something a little more stronger, you want to go to the jungle. Need something that's just going to last for a few hours, you're going to run to the backyard and come back for a few hours to go mess around in the garden, go ahead and get the wipes. What I like about it is there's variety in different people's tastes and your necessities.
We were impressed with how easy it was to apply. The spray goes on evenly, and while the mist could be a little finer, it still gets the job done without oversaturating the skin. It dries quickly, and once it's on, you barely notice it's there. Even after hours outdoors in heat and humidity, it held up well and didn't need reapplying. The repellent offers up to 12 hours of protection against mosquitoes and ticks, which means you can apply it once and not think about it again for the rest of the day. That's especially useful if you're camping, hiking, or out and about with kids. And because it's gear safe, you don't have to worry about it breaking down plastic materials like some high-DEET sprays tend to do. If there's one downside, it's that the spray nozzle could be improved slightly for a finer mist. But that's a minor issue when the formula performs as well.
Wow.
In short, Sawyer picaridin is the most balanced repellent on this list. It's strong, lightweight, skin-friendly, and easy to trust. If you're unsure where to begin or want something that just works, this is the one to grab first. So that wraps up our list of the top 6 mosquito repellents. We rank them based on the mix of effectiveness, ease of use, portability, and overall comfort. Whether you prefer sprays, gels, wipes, or an electronic device, everyone's needs are a little different. So let us know in the comments which one you've used before or which one you're planning to try next.
6 best mosquito repellents from 2025. The channel Pro Picks, PROPICKS, and yes, like we always promise, it will be inside of the Discord. That's why you guys gotta go to be a part of the Discord, because every time we do a video, boom, we drop it in the Discord. So you won't miss a health and wellness. This one will be there after the show. Keep on moving forward, you guys, because you know what? I said to myself, that was only about 10 minutes. That was a little bit of health. I don't really think I get the whole thing with the wellness with that episode. Yeah, I know a lot of people liked it. I don't think it was for everybody, but it was good. Got to be honest, even with myself, I think that we can do a little bit more. I think that we can have a little bit of a story time here, some inspirational story time, a little bit of uplifting. So I'm not going to play around with this. Change your mindset and life will change. Here we go. We got a serious situation right here. Change your mindset and life will change. There's a story of a beggar. He was so used to begging. One gentleman walked over to him and said, "I'm not going to give you any money," when he asked him for it. Then once he had a conversation with this gentleman, it changed his life. Again, you can feed a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Or you can teach a man to fish and he can feed himself forever and make some money. Keep on moving forward, you guys. I hope you guys appreciate that content right there when it came down to the repellent. But this here, something that I was thinking about that I want you guys to check out. This is the story of the beggar. Check this out real quick. Well, it's a couple of minutes long, about 7 minutes, but I think by halfway through we'll get it. Let's go.
A person's greatness is determined by their thoughts. This timeless truth has been proven repeatedly by the lives of successful individuals like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos. Napoleon Hill, in his famous book Think and Grow Rich, said, "What you think about, you become." But if that's true, why do so many people struggle to succeed? Do they not think about their future? Do they fail to see their own potential? Today's story will uncover the answers to these questions and teach you a powerful lesson. Along the way, we'll also learn some new words to enhance our English skills. So, stay with us till the end. I promise this video will be worth your time. Once, in a busy railway station, there lived a beggar. Every day, he survived by asking passengers for alms as they waited for their trains. One day, as he was begging, he noticed a well-dressed businessman stepping onto the platform. Seeing his expensive suit and confident posture, the beggar thought, "This man must be really rich. If I ask him for money, he'll surely give me a generous amount." With this hope, the beggar approached the businessman and stretched out his hand. But instead of giving him money, the businessman looked at him and asked, Do you always just take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone? The beggar was startled. He had never heard such a question before. Confused, he replied, "Sir, I'm just a beggar. I survive by asking for alms. I have nothing to give to anyone." The businessman smiled slightly and said, "If you believe you have nothing to give, then you also have no right to ask for anything. I am a businessman. I believe in exchange. If you can offer me something, I can give you something in return. But if you have nothing to give, I cannot give you anything either." Saying this, the businessman boarded his train and left. The beggar stood there, stunned. He kept replaying the businessman's words in his mind. "I have been begging for so long, but no one has ever said this to me before." He wasn't rude, but he spoke the truth. If I can't offer anything in return, then why should people give me anything? For the first time, the beggar realized that maybe this was why people never gave him much money, because he offered them nothing in return. That night he lay awake, deep in thought. But what can I give? I am just a beggar. I have nothing. Yet the businessman's words kept echoing in his mind. If you want to receive, you must first give. 2 days passed. The beggar didn't ask anyone for money. He was too busy thinking. On the third day, while sitting at the station, he noticed a patch of wildflowers blooming near the tracks. Their vibrant colors caught his eye, and suddenly, an idea struck him. What if, instead of just taking, I offer something in return? What if I give people a flower every time they give me alms? Determined, he walked over, gently plucked a handful of flowers, and went back to his usual spot. When someone handed him a coin, he smiled and offered them a flower in return. Surprisingly, people accepted the flowers with joy. Some even smiled and thanked him. As the days passed, something incredible happened. More people started giving him money. But he noticed a pattern. As long as he had flowers, people gave generously. When he ran out of flowers, the donations decreased. So it's true. People like to receive something in return, he thought. One day, as he was handing out flowers in exchange for alms, he spotted the businessman again, sitting in the train. Excited, he rushed over and said, "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I will give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled, handed him some cash, and took a few flowers. "You have truly understood the value of exchange," he said. "Today, you are no longer just a beggar. You have become a businessman." The train arrived at the next station, and the businessman stepped off. The beggar stood there, watching him go. His words sparked a new thought in his mind. Am I really a businessman now? For a long time, he pondered over it. Then, suddenly, he realized something. I now know the secret of success. I am not just a beggar, I am a trader. People aren't giving me money out of pity. They are paying for the flowers I give them. This means I have a business. Excited, he made a bold decision. That day, he left the railway station and never returned as a beggar again. 6 months later, at the same railway station, 2 well-dressed men met. They exchanged a handshake, but one of them had a curious look. "Do I know you?" one man asked. The other smiled and replied, "Yes, we've met twice before, right here, on this very train." The first man frowned, trying to remember. Then his eyes widened in surprise. "Wait, you're the beggar, the one I refused to give money to, and then later I bought flowers from you." The former beggar laughed. "Yes, that was me, but today I am no longer a beggar. I run a successful flower business and I'm traveling to expand it further." The businessman was astonished. "That's incredible. What changed?" The flower seller smiled. You taught me one of life's greatest truths. We only receive when we give. That day, I realized that I was never really a beggar. I was a businessman all along. I just had to see myself that way. The two men shook hands again, now as equals. Then they boarded their trains heading towards their respective futures. Life is shaped by how we see ourselves. If you believe you are small, you will remain small. But if you recognize your inner potential, you can achieve greatness. So don't limit yourself. See yourself as strong, capable, and successful. Because when your thoughts change, your future changes too.
Boom.
If you like this story, give it a thumbs up, comment below on what you learned, and share it to inspire others. See you in the next story.
And yes, we're going to give you guys that back, because I know sometimes after we show the stories, y'all like, yo, what was that? Because you're not really into it in the beginning. I get it. Sometimes it has to be proven to you. I got you. So again, change your mindset. Life will change. A story of a beggar. A story worth telling. The Wordy Tales. The Wordy Tales is the name of the channel. The Wordy Tales. And what did I just do? We subscribe. We don't just take people content. We don't do that. We subscribe to channels when we go there, because maybe we can find more inspirational information. That's right, you guys. That's how we do it. Again, if you guys got any more content that has to do with health and wellness, mental awareness, mental health and wellness, there's so many different parts, so many inspirational things. That's right. Drive things, stuff that keeps us safe as far as like self-defense. It's still health and wellness, you guys. Come on now. This will also be in the health and wellness section today for our bottom line in our Discord. So you guys, y'all better not be missing out. I hope y'all not missing out on the Discord, because it gets busy over there. I hope everybody liked that story. If you like stories like that, let me know by double tapping that screen. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I would like to see a couple of thumbs up. Give me thumbs down if you didn't like it neither. I want to know how many people like that story. If you didn't like it, thumbs down, straight up and down. If you liked it, thumbs up. Let me see right now. I want to know how many people like that story, because this will give me an idea if I should keep on bringing you guys stories like that. It's very important to me. If you didn't like it, I'm not going to keep on bringing stories like that. It's a waste of time. Thumbs up, Kendra. Okay, got the glove up. I see some gloves up. Okay, Miss Swanza, Kendra. The people that actually, that's right, the ones that are here that I really want to share with. This is really, just so you guys know, everybody that's doing that, all you people right there, you're the ones that I really want to share with. And I'm so glad that you're getting something out of what we're doing over here, because I take my time to get this content together. This is not just wandering aimlessly and putting stuff up so you guys can to kill time. I want it to be something for us that we're learning from. And I appreciate you guys so much. And I thank you. You know why? Because it makes me feel as if I have people over here that understand me, and we have a great community. Thank you so much. I really love y'all. When we doing a beach trip or a party, because I want to dance. I want to see you guys. I want to show you guys how I open up the show. Oh my God, you'll love it. You'll love it. I want to dance. I want to chill out with you guys. Thank you so much for an amazing show also too, Colessive. That's what I'm talking about, because that's how we get down over here. We don't be playing. We get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. We got a sequence. We got to compartmentalize. That's the stuff that they ain't going to like because it's politics. Boom, now we got to go on a whole nother level. Now we got to take it to the streets. And yes, we got to blend it out the right way. I can't be having my people leaving up out of here feeling a certain way. I got to make sure that you guys feel love, exciting and new. Come aboard. You know what I'm talking about? I got to feel good when we leave out of here. And it's got to be stuff that we're learning from. And Money Tree, thank you so much, because you're the one that told me about the repellents, and you're the one that got me on the sunscreen stuff. You should have saw the list that Money Tree sent over. Better than the tips. I'm talking about every single thing that Money Tree sent over. I was like, abadoo, bababa, beeba, bababa, bababa. It was so good, I used it today. How about that? He gave me that list yesterday. That's what I'm talking about. We family over here. We work with each other. How many times anybody in here actually sent me something and saw me use it? Or when I said I'm going to send you something, I do it. I don't play around when it comes down to my word, because it's the last thing that you have. It's the only thing that you have. Be a man of your word, a woman of your word. Let's keep it going, you guys. That's right. Let's keep on moving forward, because shelter dogs' reaction to experiencing kindness. This makes me want to go get every single dog out of the shelter. This is so beautiful. My favorite story today, This is going to be my favorite story of the day. They got a treat bowl with nothing but good treats in it and something to warm the dogs up for a little while. They take the treat bowl over and then let the dog pick the treat while they're in the shelter. This is beautiful. I love it. Keep on doing it until I can come save you all. And dogs are so good, they only took one. You see how cute that is? He only took one. Like they're still not used to this sort of kindness. Some are nervous and look around as if they're asking, is this really for me? Damn right it's for you. Matter of fact, take the whole bowl just for feeling that way. Good, baby. Take that treat, baby. That's right. That's for you. Take that treat. Oh man, I wish I could do this every day. So they make like pops and like frozen pops and different treats for them, and they do this every day. I mean, every other day for them to make sure that they're good. I love it. I love it. Take the whole damn bowl. That's how I feel, yup. Take the whole bowl. Oh, look, y'all. See how pretty that dog is? What is that dog doing in the shelter? You see this beautiful dog right here? Thank you, Humane Society of Seneca County. Go on over to Seneca County and get some pretty dogs. Go get that dog. Seneca County. There's somebody in here that live close to Seneca County. You see all of those pretty dogs right there. If you got some kind of land or some kind of help that you can do, go get that dog. Or how about just foster it until you can find somebody. Put it on Facebook. That's another way of doing it too. Look at that face. Look at that face. Until I can come get you, baby, I'm going to keep on shooting and I'm going to keep on aiming until I get my rescue. Till I get my rescue, baby. I can't wait. Hopefully some people come along with me because you know we love animals over here. For real. And if you love animals and you got some love for dogs, cats, birds, bears, and the bees, all of them, go ahead and hit that double, tap that screen and hit that like button because you know what we getting down over here. We got nothing but love for our family members. Those are our furry family members. And you better not come in here talking about, yo, you gonna put the dog up? Let me go outside and talk to you, buddy, because you do know this is his crib, right? Because I don't want to hear nothing about, yo, you gonna put the dog up? What do you mean am I going to put the dog up? You better get used to it. Yeah, but he kind of mean. I know. Don't touch nothing because he trained to that too. What? Yeah, stuff like that. Got to teach him. And this way your friend know too. I ain't coming up in here when you ain't in here. Exactamundo. That's how Arthur Fondarelli would say it. Exactamundo. Don't come up in here when nobody don't want you, my friend. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube. Why? Because you got the #1 co-host and the #1 family members in the chat. Also, you got the #1 host, your boy Boogotti NYC. Can't deny me. And guess what, you guys? What we about to do right now? If y'all trying to promote and get your business out there in front of many more people, all y'all got to do is send your promos over to us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That is bridge, like the Brooklyn Bridge. This, THISLLC@gmail.com. And guess what? We'll put your promo up in the post notification area so that everybody can see it. That's here. And guess what? My promo's coming up too. Man, did I make so many phone calls yesterday trying to make sure I'm not making no stories up to you guys. Talking about, yo, y'all, you better not make me look crazy. I told my people we doing this Show Your Talent search. I need 5 locations, 1 in each borough, so that y'all could come and show y'all talent and maybe make Boom, $250. That's right, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island are all participating, plus one person from here. That's right, one person from online. You guys can show your talent too. Don't gotta just be singing or dancing. It could be a plate of food. It could be a wheelie or backflip with one leg. I don't know what you can do, but if it's talent, we want to see it. And if you win, boom, you make $250 at that location. After we get 5 people together from all 5 boroughs, plus one person online, y'all get to compete for $1,000. I'm your host, BOOGOTTINYC. I will be at each and every event, sponsored by Big Drip, Hard Punch, and my DJ. That's my DJ, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew, and like I said, rocking with us with Big Drip, Hard Punch. If you guys want to be down with the talent show, or if you want to take a sip of that Big Drip, 14% alcohol by volume, 12 ounces, oh my God. All you got to do is make sure it's nice and cold, and boy, does it taste good. Y'all see the purple? You know what that is? That's grape, raspberry, mixed with a little bit of lemon. So the first thing you taste is the grape, then you taste the raspberry, and then the lemon just balances it out. And it got that 14% natural spirits right there. Delicious, you guys. So you're getting a bang for your buck when you drink the Big Drip. This is, just so you know, Scissor 2026. We had to change the name, so now it's called Big Drip. So going over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, and go ahead and be a part of the talent show. You guys might get paid. All together, if you're the winner, that's $250 for the borough, plus $1,000 for the grand prize. Go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page after you prove that you're 21. Put your email address in that slot, and guess what? I'm going to keep you updated on where we're going to be at. First, we're going to start in New York. Then we're going to start going to different states, because that's how it is. That's what distribution is calling for, and that's how we're doing it. This summer is going to be ours, you guys. Hopefully, we do get together to have a couple of events, to hang out. But guess what? No matter what, we're going to always have our bottom line, and we're going to always be able to be here to do our thing, because we are family. And that's how we do it over here. That's right, you guys. And you know what we got to do before we get out of here. The same way we started is the same way we end it. We got to get those prayers in the air. Let's get those prayers in the air right now for every single person that's here. I want you guys to go outside and be safe on this Tuesday. I want you to be healthy. I want you to have a fantastic day. I want to pray for your families as well as your animals. I want to pray for understanding. I want to pray for peace, understanding, and commitment. I want to pray the fact that we can have a debate and come together with solutions. I want to pray for every single person here, for your health, for that ailment that's been bothering you, for that back problem that's been bothering you. You're going to get over it, and we're going to pray that you do, because you got to go at it. You can't just leave it alone. You got to fight against it. You got to eat healthier, and you have to make sure that you're doing the right things by your body. Treat yourself well. Take care of our bodies, and our bodies will take care of us for as long as possible. Now, we all here probably went through a lot of stuff already with the ages that we at, but guess what? We can still get it right and still work to make sure that we're the healthiest that we can possibly be. I want to pray for Queen. I want to pray for Ad Brains. I want to pray for Kendra Walker. We're praying for Audrey Durham. Angels Among Us, got to get that prayer up. Brittany, of course, we got to pray for you. Want to pray for Batty Lynn, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, and Kalesif. My sis, Liberty and Justice, Zion's Choice, love saying that one. Winter Rising, doing your thing. That's right, Sweet RV, Audrey, Sam Champion, Starscream. There you go. Liberty and Justice, my sister, for holding it down. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And who? None other than Kendra. Been here since almost day one. Kendra Walker, y'all know how she get down. There you go. You know what I'm talking about. There you go, Audrey Durham. Can't forget about 55 Coffee House Lisa Roy. Y'all better go ahead and get y'all samples. I'm already done with mine. I'm waiting for my next one. Woo, boy, is that coffee good. Now I don't even want to hold up the rest of the prayer, because y'all need to go ahead and see what's up with that Lisa Roy coffee. It's off the chain, and she sauces it the right way. Batty Lynn, Audrey, Ad Rains, Sam Champion, Angels Among Us, Zion's Choice, Colessive, Ad Rains, who that? Butterfly Kisses, Amanda, VG5. There we go, Liberty. I see Miss Swan's in the building too. Can't forget about Terry. Can't forget about Teddy. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman, all of our other mods. Who else we got up in the building now? We got Winter Rising, Sam Champion. Can't forget about my brother Casey Ramos. That's right. You know it. We're not playing with you guys. All men to everybody. Jay Woods, AJ, Derek Thompson, Winter Rising. And that being said, you guys, I want to pray for myself as well for a safe and healthy day so that I can come back tomorrow and do the same thing with an even better show, because we love what we do over here, because we're family. Amen. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me on Tuesday, and you'll be here right back tomorrow on Wednesday, same bat channel, same bat station. That's right, you guys. I'm a Batman fan as well. Those were my cartoons back in the days, even when they was running around with the costumes. But like I said, y'all know what it is. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Thank God for good audio, and thank you guys for showing up. Until tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Get 'em! Peace. See y'all tomorrow, 6 a.m. Get 'em!